Unity ló dára, kájọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Unity ló dára, kájọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Àpájọ wọn la fi sọ́yà, ẹnìkan ìjà àdé. Unity ló dára, kájọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Unity ló dára, kájọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Àpájọ wọn la fi sọ́yà, ẹnìkan ìjà àdé. Ayé ìfọwọ́ mẹ́jọ Mr. Popular, lọ́jọ́ mẹ́jọ níyàwó.
Ó ṣe ká wà lórí ìgbàdẹ̀ mọ́.
Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá kọ́jú
Òjì rẹ̀ ò ìfọwọ́rán lòlótọ́ ìfọwọ́sọ̀ṣọ̀kan lábẹ́ ìmọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ wa. Gbàgbàgbàgbà.
ayé ìfọwọ́ mẹ́jọ Mr. Popular, lọ́jọ́ mẹ́jọ níyàwó. Òṣìṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ṣòun ló lè balẹ̀ mọ́. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá kọ́jú òjì rẹ̀ ò. Àjọ bínú kan bára wa lòlótọ́. Ìmọ̀ wa tó ṣọ̀kan lábẹ́ ìmọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ wa.
Ìfọwọ́núlẹ̀ rán ní ìrẹ̀bà o.
Aláǹpọ̀ nílé ra èèwọ̀ bẹ̀rù. Àwọn ọmọ kọ́jú òjì rẹ̀ ò.
Ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ náà ló jẹ wá.
Ayé torí àtẹnujẹ dára wa lọ́pọ̀. Àwọn nílé ríra tó bá
Ọmọ
pa
dàgbà dàrún.
abágbẹ̀rú
Ìrúnlá ìlú máa sọ̀rọ̀ jọ̀dún. Gbàngbàngbàngbà.
abágbẹ̀rú láyé kó máa sọ̀rọ̀ àjòbí.
Bàbá Kàrúnlá ìlú máa sọ̀rọ̀ jọ̀dún. Gbàngbàngbà.
Wọ́n ṣe Yorùbá kó ṣe Yorùbá.
Ọjọ́ Yorùbá nation ti wá di fàmì fà ẹ́.
Yorùbá nation ó yẹ kó lè múlẹ̀ ní.
Àwa náà ló fẹ́ padà wúlò fún.
Ìṣọ̀kan ọmọ Yorùbá ló fi lè rákùn. Òun ló lè yọ.
Lọ́nà lọ́wọ́ kó àwọn ẹrú. Ohun ẹrú àwọn amúnisìn. Amúnisìn onílò ẹrú. Gbàngbàngbà.
Wọ́n ṣe Yorùbá kó ṣe Yorùbá.
Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ti wá di fàmì fà ẹ́.
Yorùbá nation ó yẹ kó lè múlẹ̀ ní.
Àwa náà ló máa padà wúlò fún.
Ìṣọ̀kan ọmọ Yorùbá ló fi lè rákùn. Òun ló
Lọ́nà lọ́wọ́ kó àwọn ẹrú. Àwọn ẹrú àwọn tọ́ni múnisìn. Amúnisìn lọ́jọ́ ọ̀bẹ̀lú. Gbàngbàngbà.
nation.
Yorùbá nation ó ní láti wáyé ohun tó bá gbà la máa fún.
Yorùbá nation.
Yorùbá nation ó ní láti wáyé ohun tó bá gbà la máa fún. Fúlàní pa wá o, wọ́n rèpù wá o.
Àgàgà nínú gọ́ọ̀mẹ́ntì Yorùbá ó lẹ́nu.
Bàbá ti lẹ́nu ni.
Òwe Yorùbá kan máa àwọn kì í ké orílẹ̀ bàbá wa Fúlàní ọ̀jẹ̀.
Wọ́n ń dẹ́rù bà wá.
Ológun bá kún fún Fúlàní àkókò bá tún ní
Afọlá Jímọ̀ ṣọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ láyé.
àìmọye ọmọ
Yorùbá àpò ti kidnap wọn gba àwọn ọ̀nà kí lásán.
mélòó
Àrẹ́bà
ibi ìjàmbádé ọmọ
Yorùbá ọ̀pọ̀ ẹbí jẹ́ ń jẹun.
ìyàjẹwádé o.
Ìyà ò tí ì jẹ wá nígbà tí a bá jẹ gbogbo abọ́ síta.
Ìbá ló mọ̀ ká fi ṣí wàrà wà o.
Ìbò ló wá máa gbádùn ìwọ nìyá máa jẹ.
Yorùbá nation, Yorùbá nation.
Màá pè ẹ́ tí bá ṣe tán Matthew make sure bá sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́sàn-án yìí ó wà important.
Torí bá ṣe tán tí
Àsìkò yẹn súnmọ́
àgbẹ̀ ìpàdé àwọn
ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ tí mi dá fọ̀rọ̀ sí. Make sure pé bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn tá a bá ti parí o ó wà important.
ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Àwa solution sí ogun tó wà nílẹ̀.
Owó bàbá dá
Ìgbòho
lórúkọ yàtọ̀ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá.
Ìgbòho ṣà.
Torí bá ṣe tán tí ó pè gan. Àgbẹ̀ ìpàdé àwọn ẹ̀.
Tó bá ń dùn ẹ̀ àlọ́ já sómi òkú.
Àwọn alálẹ̀ ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Wọ́n mọ̀ pé gbòho ń bọ̀ náà ni làyà wọn ṣe ń já. Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ Ẹniọlá.
Lórúkọ yàtọ̀ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá.
Gbẹ́ngbẹ́ngbẹ́ àwọn èèyàn wà nílé.
Owó bàbá dá mi.
Ilẹ̀kùn mọ́rí ó tún bára rẹ̀ lẹ́rù. Ìgbòho rẹ̀ ní ó sẹ́yìn mẹ́jẹ̀ sọ sí mi láàárọ̀. Àbẹ̀fẹ́ mọ tó wà nù ẹ̀. Bàbá dá mi o. Tó bá yà wà lọ gbé dádì tẹ́ náà jáde ká máa kì.
Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Sunday kò
ẹni tó mọ̀ àwọn tó mọ̀ ló mọ̀ àwọn tó mọ̀ ń dúró de ní gbogbo bọ́dà wọ́n ń dúró de ní Kwara ní Ọ̀yọ́ Lagos àwọn kan tẹ́ nípa lè dẹ́kun mo kí kílà mo kí ó gbẹ̀yìn ti baba Fawaz mo kí yàn ẹni tó mọ̀ ló ń béèrè pé ta ní Ìgbòho dádì ẹni Ìgbòho ẹrú jẹjẹ fún rẹ̀ ó jókòó wò àti ògbẹ̀yìn warriors wa ẹ máa ìfún àwọn sọ fún yín pé kò lè ṣe rálì mo kí ó gbẹ̀yìn tẹwà ní sókà mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n tó gbóyin mo kí pátápátá ẹ̀yẹ fi mídíà lẹ́ẹ̀fẹ́ mi máa fi mídíà máa fi bà tí wọ́n jẹ́ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì máa gbọ́ pé iṣẹ́ Yorùbá máa lọ àgbáyé máa gbọ́ kẹ́rí gbogbo àgbáyé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ pàà ń lọ iṣẹ́ mídíà nìyẹn security mo mọ̀ kọ́kọ́ pẹ̀ mo bá lejú déwájú ẹ̀ kàn tán rẹ̀ ojú àárọ̀ ni. mo bá lọ forí sọ ó ní tó Ìgbòho ó ní tó ojú àárọ̀ ni tó bá fojú kan ojú ẹ̀ máa rọ̀ ni ṣáà máa ṣe bóyá ṣe lọ́ntì ẹ̀ Sunday wọ́n ní Kóìkì ló ń tì mo ní Mugun ni ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ẹ̀rẹ́ ló sowọ́pọ̀ problem gbogbo tí ń lò. ṣáà máa ṣe bó ṣe ń ṣe lọ́ntì ẹ̀ ó ń padà bọ̀ wọ́n níbi tọ́pá bá jókòó sí náà ló ń jẹ wá bá ń bẹ̀. ẹ máa bọ ẹbọ jẹ ẹ ń tọ́ra yín constitution ò lè work nǹkan kan ò work ní Nàìjíríà. Sunday owó bàbá dámì àwọn alálẹ̀ kúrò lẹ́yìn ogun wa ó yọwọ́ tì mo kí Yomi King mo kí ẹ̀yin ti Libya mo kí ẹ̀yin ti Oman. Sunday owó bàbá dámì ọmọ Yorùbá olùkọ́yà ọmọ Yorùbá o olùkọ́yà fọ́mọ Yorùbá o. Akiba Gani Adams mo kí gbogbo àwọn alágbára ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n dákẹ́ wọ́n wò ní ogun òkú wa lórí kò possible mo kí jáyà mo kí global director àti gbogbo àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun nísàlẹ̀ àti Mr. Akíbọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká support Ìgbòho kábíyèsí á lọ ká fowó tó lè value sílẹ̀ òun náà lè dé lè value owó yẹn ti lulẹ̀ ó lulẹ̀ kò ń ṣe kékeré owó yẹn ti lulẹ̀ ìyá ń jẹ ṣége sí wa lára ojoojúmọ́ làwọn èèyàn tọrọ owó tẹni 10,000 bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹni 20,000 bẹ́ẹ̀ inflation ó ti wọ Nàìjíríà ti wọ mi ẹ àsowọ́pọ̀ ayé wa ti dá nìyẹn nípa mi wà ní yàrá ṣá ó máa ń gbọ́. Ọlọ́run ló yan olùkọ́yà fọ́mọ Yorùbá o. Ó yá Ìgbò máa sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn ìbà fáwọn tó ní.
ìbà fọ́lọ̀ tó ní mí. Unity ló dára.
Ṣe sùúrù Akíbọ̀ akọ́lá Jímọ̀ ìlàdàlà bá àtúlẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kẹ́ ìrìndé làárọ̀ ẹ̀ àwọn àbúrò mi nìyẹn wọ́n fi phone disturb mi kò dẹ̀ ní connect nísìn problem tí máa ń ní pẹ̀lú phone yẹn nìyẹn adẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa pè mí mo wà lórí live show mo àlè sọ̀rọ̀ mo wà lórí live show má pè mí mọ́ for now.
Okay.
má bínú sígbà tá a ní gẹ́ẹ̀tì another phone táwọn fi ṣe Instagram iná kan máa bẹ́ wọn tó wà lórí Instagram ẹni gbogbo àná Akọ́lá Jímọ̀ ìràdàlà bá yín again alẹ́ rẹ̀ pẹ́ ni máa rí mi ni ìmọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí mídíà tó máa sápamọ́ LinkedIn èèyàn ń ṣe mídíà tó máa lọ jókòó sínú yàrá tó anytime mo lè jáde anytime ni mo lè jáde anytime làwọn tó wà lórí platform wa lè jáde tó lè sọ̀rọ̀ a ní Nàìjíríà ò ṣiṣẹ́ sẹ́ ìyẹn ni priority wa it's a messed up country ó fail ọmọdé ó fail àgbàlagbà ó fail arúgbó àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ has actually failed everybody. Okay. Olúkálùkù bá mọ̀ to connect us to the world and tell them how serious we want the Yoruba nation. Àwọn kan ní ẹfẹ́ yẹ kọ́ lọ ṣe election lẹ ṣe ń slow gbogbo ẹ̀ down. Election tó ti ń ṣe láti jọ kí ló ṣe fún yín. Election tó ti ń ṣe láti 1999 kí ló mú wá. Olùlẹ̀ náà ni. Àfẹ́jẹ́ ká lè election kí Tinubu lè wọlé. Tó bá wá wọlé nǹkan kí ló máa ṣe fún yín. Gbogbo ẹ̀ máa lulẹ̀ gbẹ̀yìn náà ni. Pàrọ̀ fúnra yín. Wọ́n fẹ́ kó yín wọnú local election ni àwọn ló fẹ́ kó yín wọlé ṣẹlẹ̀ election tẹ̀ tí ń ṣe láti 1999 kí lẹ mú jáde ń bẹ̀ 20 years níná lómi ní infrastructure ní system nothing is working. Good morning, Barbara. It's been a long time. How are you doing? Àwọn òyìnbó kankan tó wà lórí platform tó máa ń gbọ́ mi nìyẹn. I've not been able to see you on the platform for a while. Good morning. Play anthem wa. Kí n máa wọlé kí n lọ mú ẹ̀mí lè máa ṣe program kí n máa ní notepad. Àwọn máa ṣe tiwa lọ. And continue to tell everybody that our election will solve problem in Nigeria. Mo kí gbogbo yín ẹ̀tẹ́ ń wò wá láti Nigeria. I have more people watching me from Nigeria than America. Tí bá lọ wo statistics àwọn tó ń gbọ́ wa. Thank you so much. There are more people watching from Nigeria than those outside, according to my Facebook. So each time I go back and I look at the statistics, there are more people watching from Nigeria. And we can only be grateful. It costs you a lot of money to buy data so that you can be able to listen and understand the reasons why we are saying we don't want to be part of Nigeria. At some point, we wanted to be part of Nigeria. At some point in our life. But we now start to understand the reality that who truly is a Nigerian, Tani Omo Nigeria Gongo. Giving birth in a country like Nigeria does not mean you're a Nigerian. And that is why we have now been breaking it down bit by bit. It's taking time for people to understand. I mean, let's even put it on the argument's sake. We wanted to be part of Nigeria. How long does it take to rectify all the damages that they've done in our lives? Whether for those of us that have run away, don't let anybody fool you and say, hey, I just went to study. Study where? Everybody ran out of Nigeria for one reason known to them. Let's play the anthem. KOIKIMEDIA. Very good morning and welcome. I'm able to multiply anthem. All right, listen to this while I can write. Let me answer you. Wake up, or is that your real name or just your YouTube name? And you say, but there was something you say about Oloye. You say that at this point, no one can be trusted again in this struggle, including Oloye, for statement here. You can respond back to me as well. You have the right. Whoever is behind that YouTube name, calling yourself Wake Up. That at this point, nobody can be trusted, including, by name is gone, Mawa trusted. You can even say me too, I'm not to be trusted. Politician. Only for me, you are free. It's a free world. And I'm not blocking you anyway, so you can reply. That's the only one I'm going to talk about in all your comments. You have the right to put whatever you want to put out. For you to be saying that Oloye cannot be trusted. Can we trust your own dad or your mom? Can you just give us one of your brother to come and help us in this movement? And let me be shouting your name of your brother. Just for him just to come out. I don't think you understand that this is not a joke. A lot of people think the movement is a joke. You don't have to even trust me. I don't care. I don't want anybody to trust me. I don't even trust any one of you anyway, so why should you trust me? Don't trust me. It doesn't make any difference. Because I'm not fighting for you. I'm fighting for myself. Because what you don't understand is I am now in a stage that I cannot even go to Nigeria anyway. Because if I go to Nigeria, there's a tendency that I will be killed. And that's a fact. So my best option now is to make sure that we break up the whole country. It's as simple as that. Because somebody like me is a big target for the government if they're able to get hold of me. But that would also slow down the enlightenment that we are telling us every day. I was actually on my bed, relaxing, and I thought, every time that we say something and try to let our people know that it is not because I hate Tinubu. You look at me, Tinubu. Tinubu is not going to be here forever, just like myself. We are only here for a very, very limited time in this world. And everybody's going to die. So, do you know how many people are dying on a daily basis for the negligence of a country that refuse to do the needful? Even countries that are doing the needful, people are dying. Kamaitiwa saw a country where they are not doing the needful. That's all the reason why we are saying it's not because, nobody knows that Nigeria cannot work, but it cannot work because of so many reasons that if we ask ourselves now, with all the campaign trail going on in Nigeria, do you think that they can even allow Peter Obi to run a government successfully? Should he become the president of Nigeria? Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n lè jẹ́ kí Peter Obi run a government that will be smooth without interruption? Can they allow Tinubu to run a government smoothly without interruption? Can they allow Atiku? Can they allow Omoshole Sowore and Kwankwaso? Let us be honest with ourselves. This is, we are talking about, forget about all the people that just come up and say it's because we have this agenda that we don't want a Yoruba man to be a president. Are you sure of that such statement? The president. One of my aunties sent me a very, very sensitive information on the, let me pull that up a little bit from my WhatsApp. Please, if you're aware that I'm live, don't even try to call because we're not taking any calls. Do you know that the UK government, as of today, I'm just going back to what I have here. NNPC oil. Do you know that the UK government is getting treaty on it? How many people knows that? How many of us know where in Nigeria, the UK government gets treaty on it? And look at your life. Pointing finger. Good morning, Michael Godwill. Ekaro, I'll greet people at random. They are collecting tax from NMPC, this country. And look at you there in Okeyorin, Idiape, Kwara, Oshun, even in the north, in the middle belt, in Lagos. Look at your life. Somebody is even asking Mr. Akinolaitan, says, can Peter Obi himself run a better government in Nigeria? Good morning, Mr. Adebayo. Prince John Odunayo, good morning. Olaide Olayinka, my beautiful sister, good morning. Good morning to our Biafra brothers and sisters. Good morning to those of you in the northern part of Nigeria. There's few people watching me from the north. Core Hausa people, they're watching. Some are not happy with us saying we want to break away from Nigeria. And I can understand, we have lived together for 62 years. We should just remain like, no, it's not. We can still be neighbors. And I can come and live in the north if I think it's safe. I can come and do business in the north and abide by the Sharia law. And that is what is playing out in Qatar. It's an Islamic country, and they say, no, no, no. There are some things that will not be allowed. You will not be allowed to drink alcohol in the stadium. You can drink Coca-Cola, you can drink Pepsi, you can drink Fanta, you can drink any, but you will not be allowed to drink alcohol. Qatar stood by that because of that's what they want. Good morning, Babatunde Men's Corner. So these, feelings that we love to be part of Nigeria, let us just remain one. We don't have to remain one. We can still be separate, and we have a good relationship and good business ethics among each other, and we can defend each other. Because when people are being brutalized in the Arewa nation, the Oduduwa people can protest in their country and say, go agree for what they happen for Arewa nation. But right now, we all protest, and one ethnic group will come out and kill us because they think they have the access to the weapons. And people think it's about us. You think it's about me. Okay, our Grace, and I greet everyone from the GR1. People think it's about me. You think it's about us. Mokiyawa Toyin Akinloye. We are talking about something that we can still have countries within Nigeria, and we will still live peacefully. And then if there's a criminal, we know that that criminal is a Yoruba man that is kidnapping us, and we will deal with them according to the law. But today, all we have is shenanigans. The UK has asked NMPC to remove something, from the website because there's pressure from some Yorubas and the Igbos here in UK complaining about why there's taxation by the UK is still going on. Some of you don't even understand the world. You think it's about the Fulani that we are talking about here. You are right there as a graduate. And then the UK government is taking tax from our crude oil in the southeast, and the southeasterners do not have a job. And you think it's about me. You think it's about Simon Ekpa. You think it's about, our leaders. It's far beyond that. Okay, our comfort at the end. And if Nigeria was going to work, we could have seen the template of that. Young boys and young girls are determining your life from Europe. I don't think some of you understand that. We own gas in large quantity in what is known as the contraction called Nigeria, but the price tag for the gas is being run in Europe. and that same goes. Muke Masberia, good morning. Ekushe. The determination, the price tag for almost everything, then load in Nigeria, UK is part of the country that makes that price from the stock market. And look at our young Nigerians criticizing us for trying to say that we can still have a country and we remain, if you are married, even a Fulani person, it does not matter as long as the Fulani person is not going to be a problem for us. We don't want Yoruba nation because I have married an Igbo person, and then so what? There are so many Igbo people that marry Oyibo people and they are still living their life, and if they misbehave, they chop them out or they pay the penalty. For declaration sílẹ̀ jàre, à ń sọ̀rọ̀ à ń enlighten ara wa níbẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ declaration. Declaration sílẹ̀ àtún sọ̀rọ̀. You see why people cannot listen. We're talking about reasons why we got to get the hell out. And sorry, declaration. Ìgbà tẹ́ wá declare kí ló wá ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìn. Ìgbà tá declare kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìn. We are first need to understand that the world does not want you to be who you are. Tẹ́tí kẹgbọ́ràn kẹgbọ́ láàyè. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé epo Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n rà ní 220 naira lénìí. I think I have more of this naira. Let me bring it so that let me finish it. That's a bunch explanation. Ẹ̀kọ́ ìyàkọ́ tẹ̀ ń béèrè pé ṣé mo mọ̀ pé ti change kíní kan mi pẹ̀lú change owó. Ilé ti di souvenir fáwa. Ló wà níbà 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000. I have 4,500. So you are actually buying èlò lẹ ra petrol nísìn 220 naira per litre, and each time you buy that petrol, ẹ ṣáà fún mi change ní bíbá tí bá mú 500 fún ẹ wá fún mi ní change tí bá lọ sí petrol station 220. Thank you, Muri. I'll get 250. Ẹ káàárọ̀ Alájà Àyìnkẹ́. Let's even put it at 250 so that ká lè wrap it up. Ṣé mo ní pé mo ní change púpọ̀ ní bíbá. So tí bá fún wọn ní 500 wá fún mi ní 250. For each time you buy your petrol, the UK is getting something from that. For every time tí wọ́n bá ti rẹpo, whether you buy 5 litre, whether you buy 10 litre, the UK government have a taxation on it that comes back to UK. And look at all Nigerians now thinking our problem is about leadership. Like Showore will always argue. But everybody knows that leadership. There's somebody now said, Atijeta Lutin send message to me. Even though money more, because people think we have money all the time. I mean, I might have money right here, but and the reason why that I just saw the message of the person. Good morning, anything. Because somebody is sick and they need money. Is that the kind of life you want us to continue to live? So do you think that a 2023 election would then change everything? Or you just want us to be, come push it, dear, come push it, dear, titi to ma fi da. And I think maybe that's what some of those that are campaigning for election want. During the UK Supreme Court overruling that àwọn ní fún Scotland ní referendum. There was a word that came out from that, and that was devolution. And I think I talked about it a little bit. Let me bring it up again. It's called
devolution. Devolution.
Do you know the meaning of that? The transfer of power. Kó gbé agbára níbikíbi tó bá wà, kó dá padà sí ibi tẹ́yin mẹ̀kúnnù wà. The transfer of power to a lower level, especially by the central government to the local government. We have 774 local governments in Nigeria today, and none of those local governments is running 1% capacity. 1% Nimoso, not even with a state like River State that has wealth, because there's a lot of crude oil in River State. Not even Lagos State that has wealth based on the seaport and the other areas. I'm talking about devolution of power.
Devolution.
So gbogbo eré tá à ń sá pé káyé wa lè dá, ó ní pé agbára tó wà ní Abuja does not help any one of you. Literally. And that is why everybody, ẹlòmíì nísìn bówó ìṣe máa dénú ilé ẹ̀, òun ló wà lọ́kàn ẹ̀, this money. And the UN, at least I have extra now that I can do. UN says you need 4 of this money. You need 4, 500 naira. Every blessed day a year. Èmi ò máa ò níyẹn, but from today, okay? Títí tí Ọlọ́run máa fi fún ẹlẹ́mìí gúngùn tó máa fi kú. Títí tó máa fi pé 100 years. Èmi ò ní máa kú nísìn. You need 2,000 naira. Every day tó bá ti ń jí o gbọ́dọ̀ máa ní 2,000 naira, not for transportation, not for pé o fẹ́ lọ ra íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì MTN, not for any of such, but láti fi jẹun. You need 2,000 naira. Ojoojúmọ́ ayé ẹ̀ tó bá ti ń jí o gbọ́dọ̀ ní mẹ́rin owó yìí ní ojoojúmọ́. Kò ń ṣe pé o máa ní mo ní 30,000 naira lénìí kó wá di ọ̀la àbọ̀túnla o tún retí another. No. I'm talking about every blessed day ayé ẹ̀ o gbọ́dọ̀ máa ní 2,000 naira láti fi jẹun. That is what the United Nations says, and that is equivalent to $2. $1 lélẹ̀ bí a máa ní kọ́ fún mi lọ́nà that one, so that you need 2 of these every day. You need $2 lójoojúmọ́ ayé ẹ̀. The question now is, Maureen, our great senior, how many of us have these on a daily basis? Èèyàn mélòó ló ní eléyìí lójoojúmọ́ pò ń jí tó wà nínú àkáǹtì ni o, bóyá o tọ́jú ẹ̀ sínú abẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ ni o, abẹ́bẹ́ pílò ẹ̀ ni o. Kò ń ṣe pé kí o ṣe máa wá retí láti fẹ́ gba 2,000 yìí lọ́wọ́ èèyàn kan. O gbọ́dọ̀ lè ṣiṣẹ́ láti fi ní owó yìí, or kí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì support ẹ nítorí pé fúndì kan àbí ìdí kejì you are not able to do so. Olusegun Adeboye says, neocolonialism, if they take tax from Nigeria and the people of Nigeria have no right on anything in the UK, this is original oppression. And I don't have the right. And I'll tell you, thank you for bringing that up. I'll read that again. Our brother says, neocolonialism, if Toba gba tax ní Nigeria, tèmi tí mo dẹ̀ jẹ́ ọmọ Nigeria ọ̀jàǹfààní, do you know that status tó fún mi nílùú yìí, oríṣiríṣi status ló máa ń fún àwọn èèyàn. Ìtọ́fẹ́mi does not have right to anything in this country. Wọ́n kọ sínú ẹ̀ clearly pé I don't have right to public recourse. I don't think some of you understand the reason why somebody like us is angry and sinwin. Oh, Jolojo kò sí London. That means we have to work our bottom every day. And that is what is happening to at least not our children. Our children have access to public recourse. Whether one new way, one new way. But I'm talking about so many parents who are in the UK today that do not have the right to public recourse. Public recourse literally means pé wàá lè gba benefit kan láti fi support ààrẹ títí tó máa fi lè ẹni tó wà níwèé bá tó ẹni tó níwèé tó fún ní public recourse ká má tẹ̀tí wá sọ ẹni tó níwèé because ẹni tó níwèé all he needs to go and do is work hard just to make they need paper note again just to have these. Wọ́n máa change orí ìyá Charlie very soon. Wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lo orí King. And some of us will escape it by traveling out. But not everybody will be privileged to travel out. If you don't have access to public record, ìyẹn lẹ ṣe máa ń rí ọ̀rọ̀ àpẹẹrẹ fídíò girl kan tó ń tọrọ owó ní London ẹ máa wò pé ní UK ó ń tọrọ owó because kò ní access to public record because kò níwèé ó fi visa wọlé lóòótọ́ or ó wọlé one way or the other because there's a system in this country and that system means that to ó lè wọlé lóòótọ́ is either you are going to be used as slaves by some people tó máa lọ máa ṣe cash in hand wàá kọ́ ṣiṣẹ́ wá fún ẹ lówó wàá fi sọ but you will pay for everything including the gas, the house rent, the electricity, the whatever it is. And if you are not getting enough income, it's a big problem. So not to focus too much on the UK, coming back to those of us at home, you are 40 plus and you still don't have the means to survive. Oh, ní agbára kò ń ṣe pé ó rẹ̀ kò ń ṣe pé ó sick but you don't ní means láti fi support ààrẹ débi pé ó fi support ìyàwó àtọmọ for those of you that have got wives and children at home. Àbí ṣàmà wá sọ pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn? Why do you think all that is happening? Kakoko wo from the perspective of the Nigeria that you're talking right now, that your government refused to allow devolution of power to the local government. Owó tí government fún owó tí federal government fún àwọn governors wa láti Èkìtì, Kwara, Ọ̀ṣun, Ọ̀yọ́, Lagos, Ogun State, Kogi, Ondo State. Owó tó ń fún yín tó ń fún ẹ mọ̀ pé fọ́múlà tó fi ṣe owó àti federal ló ti wá yàtọ̀ sí èyí tí state ń generate fún rẹ̀ tá à ń pè ní IGR, internal generated revenue. Ìyẹn lè ṣe rí gbogbo àwọn industries tó wà ní Ogun State yẹn gbogbo àwọn industries yẹn they are paying the state and I believe they are also paying the federal. Ìyẹn ló ṣe ń sọ pé double taxation. Good morning, Prayer Mountain. But rather than the money tó ń wá gangan láti federal wá sí state láti fi tọ́jú local government, governor yìí dẹ̀ dé mú ó dẹ̀ gbé pamọ́ sínú báǹkì kan ó wá ṣe yọ bó bá ṣe wù because òun náà fi fagbára sílẹ̀ sí local government. already federal ti ẹ̀ ń strangle yín state náà tó wá ń ṣe tiẹ̀ bówó yàn bá tẹ̀ pọ̀ at least ó yẹ kí owó yẹn máa jáde kó máa circulate so that bí ṣe ní owó yìí nísìn nílùú yìí they expect tó bá yẹ pé pounds ní gbogbo owó yìí they expect you to spend it so that the economy continue to rotate. But what you have seen happening in Nigeria is some people have now got stack of money kept somewhere and the money is not revolving or move around. And that's why you see money buried somewhere. You don't know that these are money that is meant to go back into the economy and push that economy for, purchasing power. I'm not an economics, but I hope I'm right. But at least I have an idea. So, nígbà tí owó ò sí níta, ìyẹn pé owó scarcity owó wà níta, ó wà níbi tó wà. Bureau de change kan ní Nàìjíríà, wọ́n bá $6 million cash lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ìyẹn ń dúró de ìwọ mùgùnmù tó ń pariwo àyìnmọ́ Nàìjíríà. I think somebody agree with me that I'm right. So that means, Eminati Abi, Sans Francisco say you're right. Even Issa say I am right. I am not an economics, but to my understanding, in America, she lot what print owó ṣége nígbà COVID pé owó ló ń jẹ yíyà. What best you need come and print owó. One print owó l'America. Àwọn tó wá gbowó yẹn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn Nigerians èyí ló send sí sílé. Kébi má bàa pa yín. Torí nínú COVID wọ́n tọ́jú oúnjẹ ẹ ti gbàgbé wọ́n tọ́jú oúnjẹ pamọ́ àwọn fẹ́ fi selection whether wọ́n máa bú kò ní bú they don't care. This is the wickedness. Somebody say this is a toilet roll. Kò ní value bó ṣe wà báyìí owó yìí. Ó ti tó bá sọ pé nǹkan ti depreciate òun lówó Nàìjíríà bí bá fún ẹ ní 100,000 láàárọ̀ yìí tó bá máa fi dé 1 month from now. What will buy me need another 100,000. So, sticking to the local government, can they understand the reason tí ìyà ṣe ń jẹ gbogbo wa? Torí ìyà ń jẹ mí náà. Because for every time somebody at home is on our neck asking for money, kò ń ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa, kò ń ṣe pé kò sí owó nínú Nàìjíríà tá à ń sọ yìí. Bọ̀gìdì owó wà níbẹ̀. When we say money, owó ń bẹ nínú Nigeria. But the reason why here only 1 week, not even 1 month, ẹ káàárọ̀ bàbá wa Jamiu Ibrahim, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin àfà àtọmọlé kéwú Alhaji Eze Ugonna, my brother, good morning, all hail Biafrans and welcome on board. Double tax arrangements are also known as double tax treaties or double tax convention. If there is a double taxation agreement, this may state which country has the right to collect the tax on the different types of income. Èwo ló wà ní Dublin náà tó jẹ́ kan náà àwọn social media kìíní ṣé Google ni? I think it's Google. They have their headquarters in Dublin. And they're making a lot of money. Do you know that just all these social media that we are looking at, I follow a particular platform on hopefully Lori Twitter, and they were giving us some breakdown of Owoti World Index. I'm going to stick on that. And I'll use that and I'll share the link for the benefit of those of you that also love things like this, so that you can also, go and, follow them. If you're not on Twitter, try to get a Twitter handle. Mine is KOIKIMEDIA. Greetings from Tottenham as well. Sunshine forever. Moki gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan say you are watching a live broadcast. It's not a recorded. If you watch it from, you cannot to confirm with 1 month ike Mr. Koiki 5 days ẹni ẹ máa padà wá báyìí. Thank you so much, Abdulrahman. Aki àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe wa. As of today, you're right. According to Buhari nomics, is £1 is giving you today. Since that lówó kékèké níbí báyìí, £1. Ṣó lówó tó ń wò yìí, £1 yìí, according to Bashiru Mustafa, is giving us close to 1,000 naira. It's 930 naira. O máa nídìí at least méjì eléyìí ló máa fi gba ẹyọkan eléyìí wàá fẹ́ fi gba méjì eléyìí 500 but ìyàtọ̀ tó kọ́ máa fún ẹ ní wàá kọ̀ fún ẹ ní 70 naira change padà so mo ní 50 naira but àárí 20 naira. I hope you are understanding these. So prayer kan ló fẹ́ solve problem Nàìjíríà ẹ má yẹ kó parọ́ fún yín. Àbá Rìdíìmù jà, àbá Winners jà, àbá Kúmúyì jà, àbá oníṣẹ̀ṣe jà, àbá anybody jà. Intan sọ ni pé tó bá fi lè mú àwọn ìlú kéékèèké ní àgbáyé tí wọ́n ń ṣoríire bíi Taiwan tí wọ́n recognize ní UN. Taiwan is not a member of United Nations. Bá ṣe ń sọ mo wá lè sọ bóyá lọ́la o àbí bí alọ́sàn yìí bọ̀ bí ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ ní aago 8 àárọ̀ Taiwan kò ń ṣe member United Nations but they are respected around the world as a country of their own with a population of 23.57 million. Moki, Mr. John Muyiwa, Gumuyiwa, Blessed Oluwa, my brother. It's been a while. I haven't seen you on the platform. I guess you must have been busy with other things of life. Also, Dominica on Instagram say subsidies are given to businesses that money goes back into the economy. Toba sọ pé subsidies. That's why subsidies is going on the crude oil. Once subsidize it, people, some people become rich. While you are still not able to see the benefit of that. Taiwan, a country that is not even up to 24 million. Láàárọ̀ is not up to 24 million. Mori ìyàwó Arinola Ọmọọlá Mokẹ́yìn tẹ́wà lóòmà Mokíyàmí Nikki Comfort. Taiwan, according to my brother San Francisco, say is richest country and they are advanced in technology. Kò ń ṣe àdúrà ní Taiwan fi operate, kò ń ṣe ìṣẹ̀ṣe wọn. They are also cultured and they also have their own value tradition. Don't be deceived by any religion that what we are doing is to create problem. We are about to open the world to the new nation that can help us and help the world as well. Taiwan GDP as of today is 850 billion US dollars, while Nigerian GDP is 440 billion US dollars, with a population of 206 million. And you can check all these data. Because I am not a blogger and I'm not a Bolekaja media. I take my time as well to research and I learn from a lot of you. Somebody say, less populated compared to Yoruba nation. Mr. Sunday Afolabi said so. Thank you so much, Yakubu Nuruddin. I want us to be, especially those Nigerians that are still arguing with us that we can make Nigeria a viable nation around the world. There is nothing called nation in Nigeria because we are not speaking the same language. And don't argue with us and say, hey, but we have lived together, we should go. No. Forget that nonsense. Because those going to Qatar to play the football or watch the football will be addressed in English, but English is not their official language in Qatar. And that's why they can tell you that you will not drink alcohol in their stadium. And when we get a Yoruba nation that we are all clamoring for, a máa sọ èdè wa But English will still be part of our communication to the world. Thank you, blessed Olua. Koda, people have said to me that don't even allow Igbo to speak English anymore. You should just speak straight Yoruba and let anybody go and translate it. Because Macron will never speak English. He will continue to speak French. Because English is not their official language. And that goes to, Japan, South Korea, even North Korea, even Iran. The only countries that speak English that you think is one of the, and English is not the first official language around the world. There are more people speaking Spanish than English in the world. So, kí ló dé tá a fi gbé Yorùbá tiwa náà lárugẹ kó máa sọ lágbàáyé, so that you are watching me saying you don't have a job, you can sit down in the comfort of a small confinement like this, and you are training people around the world by saying ha, b, d. Ìrántí mọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ ó ti gbà tá a kọ́ láti kékeré. Kò tó bá jẹ́ pé a kọ́ láti kékeré ni màá mọ̀ lórí off head. Èyí tí òyìnbó fi da brain mi àti ẹrú nìyẹn pé má kọ́ a b d e n, ó ṣe máa kọ́ a b c d e f g h i, ẹ̀rí bí ṣe ń kọ́ ẹ̀ bó ṣe ń flow. It's because àti kékeré ló ti embed yẹn sórí mi. Mo lè kà, mo lè má lè sọ délẹ̀, but ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yàn kò sẹ́ni ilé tó máa pè padà. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mi yẹ yín nísìn. And that is the more reasons why we are saying a Yoruba country is going to help us and help every one of us. Sígbà tí mo ní phone mi kan dẹ̀ bàjẹ́ ni mo ní láti lọ rọ́jú tún phone yẹn ṣe, because I don't like when people call and we're disturbing those on this Instagram. I need to get that phone repaired as quickly as possible. Mo ní kan tí máa ń lò but ó ti bàjẹ́. And it's early in the morning. People just want to talk to me at random. So they're not alive because they are not they are not Facebook people, so they are not know I'm live. So I'm gonna have to. And there's no way you can do this without this kind of interruption. So I put software anymore. I have spare phone and I can people watch the Instagram without any disturbance. And Instagram does not allow us to stream. I think they do. I need to download Click on Dock. I used to use it before, where I can just use them through the software. I'm not doing anything about Instagram. How much is Taiwan to £1? Okay, I'll do Google search on that because I wouldn't know that off air. And if anybody, okay, can you insist stable? And you're able to go again. And network won't connect. That is the problem. So I need now to send him a voice because he will keep calling back. I'm trying to call the person on my because if not any mama quick padà continuous. Mo wà lórí live show bàbá máa ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀, mo wà lórí live show. Ìyẹn mo ṣe ń cut yín, ẹ má pè mí rárá nísìnyí, má pè tí bá ṣe tán.
Okay.
Because ẹ ṣe ń pè yẹn ó ń disconnect the live program tí mò ń ṣe lọ́wọ́.
Okay.
All right, sir. Okay. It's early in the morning, and this is my normal major number, so people will call and try to, maybe they have something to discuss. Everybody is having a lot of things, especially when bulala Monday. Ẹlòmíì gan brain ẹ ti dàrú báyìí gan ṣe kò tẹ ẹmọ tó ń lọ mọ́ báyìí. Mori wake up ó ń kàn kí ló tún kọ again ó kàn disturb yín lórí no leader to fight, they are all APC. Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa comment. They are reporting you a lot. Wake up. You say no leader to fight, they are all APC. I hope you are one of them as well. Ẹ kó máa ṣe é pẹ́. They want me to take you out, but I just let's. Okay, somebody asked a question. Pound, £1. What a distractor. £1 to Taiwan money. To Taiwan. Okay, ṣé dollar làwọn náà lò ní Taiwan dollar. Is 37.35. So if you have £1, ó máa gba 37.35 Taiwan dollar. Somebody, yeah, Taiwan is 23.57. You're right, Aki Olaiton. So I hope it answered that question. And to be am I distract to wake up? One on distract to one on the comment say. Moriembe Kaso Baba. Carol. Well, no update on the passport, so I can't give any information on that. Who can disturb me? I'll be wake up. One can disturb. Somebody just sent me a WhatsApp to say, you know, no, we're not going to block you. You have the right to, you know, as long as you know, and then my brown leaders were. And all these leaders in APC, you don't have any evidence to that. So, but you have the right to say that. Hey, any evidence that concern gbogbo jagbajantis táwọn yẹn máa ń sọ pé ẹni ẹ ti distract wa nísìn pé àwọn leaders wa wọ́n kó wa lọ sí 2023 ni ní evidence yẹn mo rí yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ìyá mi ìyá Oòduà àwọn ọmọ nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ mú kí gbogbo yẹn ara Manchester. So let's come back to the conversation anyway before you know, we lose more to what we were discussing. Phone is not in lole, so I need to get it off so that I can be charged. In tí mò ń fàyọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ lọ ni pé the argument Ekaro Yawa Eunice Ladipo that Nigeria will be great because àwọn tó ń support the politicians, and there are so many of them in Nigeria today in their millions. It's been Nigeria máa dá because now to run operation Nigeria dáadáa, but they are not telling us something that ṣé torí leader ní Nigeria ò ṣe dá ni àbí torí pé a kì í ṣe ẹ̀yà kan náà. You're welcome, Musbah Saleh. It's not, that was what we all thought before. It's because of leadership and all that. But now we can say it's not because of leadership. It's because we are not the same people. We are not the same people in the sense that we are all different, created differently. They are human beings as well, you know, whether the Fulani terrorists, but people will say the human being in those ones are different. The Arewas are human beings as well. Yes, because we are not the same. You're right. Hot lens. Emma Bino and Instagram. Cut out. We will solve that as soon as I get the. I mean, somebody promised me a phone, you know, but I've not got a phone. But I have one that is broken. I'll try and fix that, so that when I'm using my phone, sometimes I just love the phone rather than the software. Even though I'm using the software for the Twitter, we have people watching us on Twitter on the software. Elone Twitter account, because we are not the same. Taiwan is running a country that they are all the same language, and they still have people that are not Taiwanese that are living with them from around the world. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tó ń gbé ní Taiwan tó lọ gbé níbẹ̀ wọ́n kì í ṣọmọ Taiwan, wọ́n welcome wọn. So àwa náà máa welcome àwọn èèyàn tá a bá ti gbà lú wa. So all these, you know, argument pé tá a bá ti gbé new person kan wọlé, bí a Tinubu ni o, bí a Atiku ni o, bóyá Peter Obi ni o, our life will become better. Don't be deceived. It is all lies. You're right. Hotline says we need to separate. That is the best solution. And I totally agree with that as well. Abiodun Lay says, is just because we don't speak the same language? Even in the Bible, God changes their language just to distract them. Abiodun Lays. I'm just reading a comment at random. San Francisco said, because we are forced together by the first amalgamation of 1914 without the Indigenous People Conference. And even when I was eating yesterday, only 2 people called. Àbúrò mi kan yẹn ní ẹ̀gbọ́n má bínú kan ní kàn sáré sàn kankan fún yín ni o. Then while bí mo ti gbọ́wọ́ sóúnjẹ báyìí ẹ̀gbọ́n kan pè mo ní ṣé kí n gbé call him bí ṣe gbé bá it was boiling. Is the only reason tẹ́gbọ́n ṣe ń bínú ni pé the 1914 amalgamation, nothing more than that. He was very, very angry. We spoke for about 8 minutes and few seconds. And he was more concerned about the 1914 amalgamation. Just as somebody says there that, well, consult gbogbo wa koto amalgamate wa. We should all have been consulted. Pastor Garland, you say, because we are not the same ethnic groups and we are not speaking the same language. But Nigerians are told now, I'm not looking at that. They are saying that we are speaking one language, which is English, but it is not our official language as indigenous people. But the question is, who exactly does not want the breakup of Nigeria? Some say don't use that word breakup. Who does not want the dissolution of Nigeria? Okay, Mr. Koiki, you always call me Saliu instead of Salau. Oh, Salau ni, okay, Musbao Salau, Emma Benu. I will be your Yoruba teacher in Yoruba Nation very soon. I cannot wait. Salau, not Saliu. Salau, Eshegoni. Yawa Yuni say, we are not the same, we don't speak the same language or language different in culture as well. But it buried me see ni pé èdè àìyedè kò lè jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà dára bí ó bá tilẹ̀ fẹ́ dára. Somebody is writing in Yoruba and I try to even read that out. Mr. Koiki, separation is the only solution. But we have a lot of Nigerians that does not want the separation. How do we deal with them? They are campaigning. We can see them. You and me, we see them even though we don't agree with them. And there are so many of them. Up in their numbers. Some say it's because of the food. No, some are genuinely don't want Nigeria to break. Genuinely. Not, we know some of them is just, hey, campaign. Oh yeah. 100 naira. 500 naira for you. 500 naira for you. 500 naira for you. Àwọn tó wá jẹ́ olè dọ́là làwọn yẹn ń gbà. Imagine somebody in Kogi State, one of the House of Assembly, they found 625 million of these in his hands. And they found 325 million of these. Lower. One person in Nigeria. So who does not want this nation to come up out of Nigeria? So the argument pé Nigeria ò lè pín, brush that aside. Because ìlú ti pín up till 2011, if I'm right, South Sudan. Maze Gold said, Britain will not allow the breakup. Yawa Unit says, our politicians and some of our elites. The comments are coming very fast. I think I need to switch on this laptop so that I can pick some of the comments. They're coming very fast. What do you think can bring the resolutions up? A breakup of Nigeria. I know the world breaking the country, and let's have our own country, have our own money, have our own passport, run our own economy, be identified. Nobody has talked about identity. Be identified as a Yoruba man or woman as against being identified as a Nigerian. Because the word Nigeria is a coin put together in 1914 amalgamation. Adeyanju says Nigeria politicians are scammer everywhere. I hope you're not the same to the family of Adeyanju, that my friend in Abuja. At the moment down Fisi. They don't want Yoruba nation, but they're expecting that Nigeria will. I think it's from Kogi State as well, is it? Adeyanju. He's a good friend of mine. Not as I told you, he's always on Twitter bashing every one of them. So, Prophet Pedro, ministry, this is not 1900. So, if those at home that are now still keeping Nigeria or wants to keep Nigeria, me, I'm from Oyolafi, okay. Kazo Studio say, imagine you working inside a warehouse in Lagos State and you are earning a day job for 100 naira per hour and you are working 12 hours shift a day. You earn day payout is 1,200 naira a day. It's real. Kazo Studio, a very good friend of mine, says some people are working for 100 naira per hour. Yoruba Nation is going to be, smooth and, we will work hard. There will be crime. There will be people that wants to manipulate. It is around the world like that. But òfin ló máa change àwọn nǹkan yẹn. Because I remember when I came in 1998, the police here in UK did not have the system to confirm right on the spot then whether your insurance was legit or not. You have to take it to the police station for them to confirm it. You just show them a paper and you can go. But they'll tell you to go and produce. The yellow man put the producer, I'll say the nearest police station. And people use that for a very long time, but they start realizing that, something is not right. They upgraded the system, and now if you drive, they'll tell you that obìnrin ló ní mọ́tò yẹn. Báwo ni wọ́n ṣe wá ń drive ẹ̀ torí pé ó wà register sórúkọ obìnrin. Bóyá ń bẹ̀ Walata. Walata is probably making his way to work now. Ayobami say, what about our kings? They have all collection money and they don't want us to separate. And separation nìkan ló lè solve problem tó wà nílẹ̀. Morembe Olúṣọ̀gá Eniola ó ti sá kúrò nínú Instagram ó gbádùn àbí ti sá wá sórí Facebook. Morembe ìyá mi gbé mi lékè. If you wake up, sílẹ̀ kò máa. I'm reading the comment at random. Let me monitor it from here as well. So, kí ni mo fẹ́ fàyọ ń bẹ̀ ni pé the task ahead for the Yoruba people to make sure that interfaith defend yìí is not within Nigeria alone, but for outside world as well, because not everybody wants us to break. I can read my comment now from here and I can switch this to stick. I can more comment KOIKIMEDIA, which is from this one. So in the task ahead is beautiful. It's going to be a challenge and we must love that challenges. Because in tó bá tíyàn bá ní nǹkan tó tíyàn lè sọ pé èèyàn máa wà challenge pé mo ń wo fídíò kan àwọn China àwọn gbígbìn ti lọ. They are building the longest tunnel tó máa lọ lábẹ́ omi. Ìkan wà ní tó lọ between UK and Paris or France around, if that's going to be the right way to put it. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't think a lot of our Yorubas and those that are not Yorubas understand that tabati gba ìlú wa ẹ̀rí tó ń pè ní rapid development, and I use the word rapid tó máa wà very very fast láti fi ràn wá lọ́wọ́ in terms of bó ṣe ń drive. I mean, o lè já sí kòtò náà ní UK o, but at least you will know that there's a lot to do. Okay, please leave wake up or he's working for his money. Báwo ló ṣe work for money? Ṣé pé ó àwọn paid to come and be saying all he's saying there? Okay, interesting. So kí ni mo fẹ́ fà láàárọ̀ ẹ̀? Eniola kan sáfà kiri ni òun nítorí ẹ lórí another platform níbà. Don't testing gbogbo ẹni is for us not to be distracted. Politician mọ̀ pé ìjọ tí a bá ti gba ẹ̀tọ́ wa gbogbo tó bá fẹ́ ṣe politics lọ́dọ̀ wa nísìn ó máa mọ̀ pé a ní right láti béèrè béèrè just as we do outside the world. We appreciate every one of us that are working, that are praying, and are expecting ọmọ pọ̀ ọmọ epo TV ìbùkún ni fún orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. But seriously, most of the problems we are going through in Nigeria today are man-made. Àdúrà lásán kò lè solve problem in Nigeria, and for the fact that we are not the same is a big problem. Our identity, identity wa tí tó máa fi lè identify mi pé whether mo kọlà bí bá mi o àbí mo kọlà o ní pé ọmọ Yorùbá lèmi, but nísìn identity yẹn pé Yorùbá ni mí yẹn wọ́n tẹ̀ fi yàn sí nínú wọ́n ti gbá yẹn sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ọ wá fún wa ní pé we are Nigerians and that is what our passport has been given to us. But ọmọ Taiwan nísìn is known as Taiwanese, and he can travel to so many countries around the world with his beautiful passport and be respected, and the same with ọmọ Japan. And those that are arguing pé tá bá jẹ́ kí a ṣe sùúrù ká jẹ́ ká fix in Nigeria, let's just take it, give and take, mo mọ̀ pé gbogbo yín ò fẹ́ Nigeria ìtẹ̀fẹ̀ gbọ́ ọkọ̀ tó jẹ́ Nigeria tá bá tẹ̀ ní ká fix in Nigeria ẹ̀ ẹ̀ máa misquote me. We're talking using engage kankan ni tá bá sọ pé a fẹ́ fix in Nigeria nísìn, how many years ló máa take wa láti fix it? Precisely, roughly. Vincent Dada say United Kingdom are taking taxes from Nigeria crude oil and we expect them to let us go easily, and that's a fact with evidence. Moriya bàbá wa Adéwálé barika jimoh fún gbogbo ẹni tí ẹ jẹ́ Mùsùlùmí. Nìkan ní infinity. How many years mo kí Evangelist Taiwo? Yes, I know. Lawani, please, Sir Koiki, we need, sir, we all know that you are working perfectly with, we need Yoruba Nation, kíákíá. Èmi náà need ẹni kíákíá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe need ẹni, we need it because èmi ò lè wálé nísìn. Tí bá wálé, tí bá tẹ̀ ní protection káàkiri, it can still not be as having our own nation, then I'll be free. So that's why we got to complete this job. Somebody say 100 years to fix Nigeria. Okay. Èèyàn kan péré ló answer question yẹn, that means kàn tó kù tẹ̀ ń bínú ọ̀tẹ̀ ìfẹ́ gbọ́n kankan tó jẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. Do we agree that even tabana fẹ́ fix in Nigeria 100 years? That means pé èèyàn ti jẹ́ 140 years tọ́lọ́n bá sì jẹ́ kí èèyàn wà láyé yìí. Bí èèyàn bá tẹ̀ wà láyé yìí èèyàn ti dàgbà. Mo kí ìyàwó Esther. Do you agree with that as well? Somebody say can never be fixed. Bí dèmi ọlọ́run mi say láíláí. Ọ̀tẹ́gbẹ́yẹ Raphael say Nigeria is unfixable. So why are the politicians telling us they're going to fix Nigeria? Probably in 8 years. Because any one of them tó fẹ́ wọlé nísìn, what they are telling you is they will fix Nigeria in 8 years. Mori Prince Ọlágbénró ẹni ẹ̀kọ́ ìtòsà ọlọ́run á bá wa gba ìlú wa iye Yorùbá nation la fẹ́, no going back. Akínọlá ìtàn say it is unfixable. Another person says 100 years. Nigeria cannot be fixed by any mortal man. So why are we now being told to pray for Nigeria? Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí Nigeria dá. Grand Mufti of Nigeria wants to declare Yoruba Muslim nation. So if we ṣé àwọn àtakọ̀ náà fẹ́ Yorùbá nation lákàn sọ yẹn, but ṣé àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ Nàìjíríà ṣé àwọn rí pé kò lè a lè fix Nàìjíríà ni ṣé ó ṣe jáwà nìkan là ń rí? Somebody 30 years of fixing it would be better to use to develop Yoruba kingdom. Somebody say Nigeria can never be fixed, inshallah. So ẹ jẹ́ ká máa rántí pé there are people in all our local government. Àwọn míì ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún politician torí kínní and kínní èmi ló kàn yìí kínní tẹ̀ ń wò yìí kò ní value kankan. Orúkọ tí kínní tó fi operate tá à ń pè ní Nàìjíríà ó ti lulẹ̀ lágbàáyé because kò ní value. Baba Michael Fakele, if Jesus come back, he won't be able to fix it. Abese Ledumare. Only Mike sọ pé no more Nigeria again. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sáré ká ní millions of days, ká ní billions of days. Àwọn tó ní gan mọ̀ pé ó ti lulẹ̀. Mo rí ẹ̀ńbẹ̀ Àkànjí. Mo rí ẹ̀ńbẹ̀ ìyá mi gbé mi sọ́la. This is the reason why everybody still wants us to keep Nigeria, because of the Naira. Because I don't know what, I mean, okay, let me put it again this way. Those that are saying we should keep Nigeria, kí ni wọ́n rí tó fẹ́ fi ní ká keep Nigeria táwọn ò rí tó yàtọ̀, and let's be honest with ourselves. Those that are saying that we should keep Nigeria, kí ni nǹkan táwọn ṣì ń rí tó fẹ́ fi keep Nigeria tí àwa against it, tí àwa ń rí. Bukola says Naira is valueless and you need 4 days every day tó bá ti ń jí o gbọ́dọ̀ ní mẹ́rin ilé lọ́wọ́. Kò ń ṣe pé láti fi wọ mọ́tò o, láti fi ra íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì o, láti fi lè jẹun o nídìí mẹ́rin ilé lójoojúmọ́ Monday to Sunday for 1 year, another year. Ìwọ náà wá calculate ọdún tó ti wà Nàìjíríà tó ti bí ẹ. Ṣé o ti rí 2,000 naira lójoojúmọ́? Kò ń ṣe pé bulk money ni mo ń sọ. 2,000 naira every day, whether you are working for it or there's a support from the government to help you. I'm talking about this shit hole. Valueless money. It's so valueless, as you can see right now. And this is what so many people are killing themselves for in Nigeria as well today. That valueless vampire money. Mo kàn rí vampire mi nínú comment section kan tó ń bọ̀ lórí Twitter and lórí WhatsApp. Because my WhatsApp is dropping messages and I can read them along the line. These monster money tó ti lulẹ̀ tí Tinubu ní tó bá débẹ̀ ẹ máa jàgbàdo tátìkù ní wọn máa make sure pé òun ta pé because NNPC ó ti wà useless. And that is why we are saying to those of us today, pé tá a bá sáré nísìn, we compare it with tissue paper. I don't know whether people can still hear me on KOIKIMEDIA because a call came through, so it's like a tissue paper. Àwọn tó náà wọ́n fẹ́ Nàìjíríà léni nísìn, kí ni wọ́n rí táwọn ò rí? Kí ni àwọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí in Nigeria today that táwọn ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí tàfi jọ ń contradict ara wa? Because what people are saying is we are contradicting ourselves because we have people that wants to be one Nigeria. And we don't want to be one Nigeria. We want to have Biafra. We want to have Arewa people. We want to have Biafra nation, the Middle Belt nation, and so on and so on. Baba Michael, the politicians saw the looting of the CBN and we don't see it. We're going to open my phone line now and take a few calls. I don't want to stay before the Star Radio. I want to stop the program in time before the Star Radio. So it's now coming up to 20 minutes to 9. At about 9:30, I will end the broadcast because we're getting a bit of time before Star Radio. So, anytime we are Olayomi Koiki, we will move you now to KOIKIMEDIA on Instagram, or you go on all of the other platforms. We are also on the Mixella, which we have about 12 people. Alawu Baba, Oluwaseun Daniel, Olumide 005, and then Abizog and the rest of people are listening on the Mixlr. Mixlr, you save a bit of your data. They can't see me, but they can hear me clearly if there's no interruption from their side. I'll share the link should you want to join from there. But I'm going to disconnect us from the Instagram on Olayomi Koiki. But you can go on the platforms that we still have the streaming going on, and then you can contribute. So we've talked so much yesterday, but the point I want us to pick this morning from, probably not to push again, lórí ọ̀rọ̀ declaration. No, declaration or not declaration, there's still a lot of things that still needs to go into the conversation. And today is, those that are still saying we should keep one Nigeria as those that say we don't. And that's where I want us to go. I know I cannot control what you want to say, but that's the narrative I want. I've done about 4 hours precisely yesterday. I know and I'm not going to give room too much for that. I hope we're clear. If we're not clear, then I don't have to take no calls, and I can just end it, and I can come back again in the afternoon. I'll still come back in the afternoon after the Star Radio. We cannot just stick to one thing. There has to still be, the movement have not stopped. So let's stick to that. Gbogbo ala ti gbọ́ nísìnyàn, tàbá ṣe phone line, say, Mr. Koiki, ọ̀rọ̀. The radio, from what I have told and what is now coming out, is just an online radio. It's not a ground radio. And I think they've been sending the link, Ijangbara radio, which has been going on. But Sherry Bubu, I want issues the radio. If we move out of Nigeria as quickly as possible before the end of the year, the radio thing will be thing of the past, because we would have to have asset. Ìdí tẹ́ ṣe lè gbé transmitters síwájú lé mi nísìn kí n máa fi broadcast ní pé government máa wá destroy it. But the moment we are able to capture our territory, then all we need to buy is transmitter. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ máa fún wa ní platform wọn pé ká wá máa lò fi sọ̀rọ̀. So I don't want us to really, I know we could have had this radio 3 years ago, 1 year ago. The project failed along the line. We were told there would be another radio, but all I've seen is just an online radio, as far as I can say. There's no radio with a frequency as far as I can tell you today. But there's an Ijangbara radio that is being circulated around. And that's why I asked you today, are we running away from crises? Because people don't want crises, but if we have our territory back quickly, we can start a radio without any problem. It's the smallest thing, but at this stage, we just have to move, forward. So, again, last chance for those of you on the Olayomi Koiki. I'm going to stop this broadcast, so you have to go and join the other platform so that you are not just disconnected. Thank you so much. I will not take calls up to after 9:30. About in there about 9:30, it doesn't matter. I will end the call because Mofe stop broadcasting before I go into Star Radio. I know Star Radio is still 11 o'clock, but I don't want to push too much into Star Radio today. I want to come out of my broadcast before that. So we will take our calls. I think I can move these because these needs some charging. Yeah, Olayomi Koiki, don't sorry. How many people love this? Who love this thing? It's moving big phone doing here. Like smile. Just smile lele abikilele. Initiative kan lele yo. Imagine tobacco and create a lay nílẹ̀ Yorùbá pẹ̀lú àwọn gita nílé káàkiri tí Fúlàní jókòó sínú igbó. There's so many things that can be done. But people don't say that. All they say is, ẹ̀yin agitator tẹ̀ ń kàn fi ń pawó, ẹ̀yin máa lè ìyẹn làwọn wà after. Ìyá dẹ̀ ń jẹ gbogbo yàn. Anyway, so I think we're good like this. So, again, gbogbo declaration, I'm not going to give room for that today. I've done 4 hours on that. If you're not happy with that, you can fight yourself. So let me return. I think I've got about 2 missed calls already. I conducted with me already. So I'm going to call him back. And let's you know. Yeah, okay. They need too much time. So just quick. Go to the point.
Bàbá kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àwọn ọmọ mi ogun bọ̀ nígbàdí ogun bíi síbá ọlọ́jẹ́ ká rógun ó ní à ṣé òṣìṣẹ́ àdúgbò yìí mo ní àwọn tó aládùúgbò yìí bí i 5 years now ó ní ó kí ń rin àdúgbò yẹn dàbí ó rí pé àwọn Fúlàní Haúsá ló pọ̀ ní àdúgbò yìí ọmọ mi ogun bọ̀ nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí kò kí ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ ẹ o ọmọ tó kí ọ̀dà fún wọn láti àtàkà bí dáná bìlẹ̀ àtàkà tí everywhere náà bí wọn lọ́wọ́ tún àtàkì wọn bó ṣe pé wọ́n mo ṣe bẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí gan mo fẹ́ kó ìyàwó àtọ̀run mo fẹ́ kọ́ sálọ ní àwọn ọmọ ìgbà wọlé sálọ báyìí mo lọ sí ìrókò tó bá tẹ̀ bá mi ní ìrókò ó yá fún mi láti tètè wọnú bẹ̀rẹ̀ dàkọ́ wa pàmì àtọ̀tọ̀ ìdílé mi lọ bọ́rẹ̀ bí ọ̀rẹ́ ṣe di ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ mi máa ṣe bọ́rẹ̀ ṣe pé ní omi wọ́n máa rí lẹ́tà ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n máa rí lẹ́tà máa sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́tà ní ìdẹ̀bọ́rẹ̀ from nowhere mo fẹ́ lè sọ fún àwọn tó ń bílíìfì pé bí àwọn tó wà lé náà wọ́n sọ àwọn tó wà lé náà ọmọ ogun wà látàkùn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí o so ẹni tẹ́ jókòó sókè òkú tẹ́ ẹ̀rọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wípé kò tó kọ́ yìí kò lè kọ́ fámìlì gbogbo wa lójó máa kọ́ ṣùgbọ́n mo gbà aládùn ní pé ní agbára ọkọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ Yorùbá nation ti dúró ní agbára Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣe tàbí kò ní kí n ṣe experience kan tí mo rí ní àná.
All right. That was our first caller there. Plus 44 the number is 74 04 number is 04 5917. Don't mix my other number and start disturbing. That's it. Call. Stick to the studio number. That's if you have anything to contribute. If not, we will just continue. About the 9:30, I will wind down officially, and then we'll probably come back later because if I come out early like this, it gives us opportunity to have a 2 program. I can then come back again towards the afternoon, and we can have another program. And that's the reason why Timishi Tete Jadi Laroi. Hello.
Hello, sir. Ekaro, sir.
Ekaro.
Mr. Koiki.
I'm going, sir.
Akojuma.
Ojuma.
Ekushe o.
Awani.
Ekataki. Awani. Ọlọ́run máa ràn yín lọ́wọ́.
Awani.
Kò lè bàjẹ́ o. Lọ́mọ kìí ṣe. Bí mo ti mọ program yìí, mo gbádùn program yìí, ó sì jẹ́ pé gbogbo ọ̀tẹ́ bá ti sọ lọ́kàn mi máa ń balẹ̀. Tó pé àti rí àwọn mídíà oríṣiríṣi pé ọ̀rọ̀ tó máa sọ wọn ò ní fúra ní ọkàn balẹ̀ kálukú sá máa sọ tiẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n èmi kan yóò gbogbo confirmation tí mo bá gbọ́ lẹ́nu yìí mo mọ̀ pé the real and the fact ni ọlọ́run bá ló ti bàrẹ̀ yóò máa rìn lọ́wọ́ ojú òde tí yìí á délẹ̀ dérí lágbára lọ́wọ́ á sì gba Yorùbá lè ṣe ṣùgbọ́n ìbéèrè kan bẹ tí mo fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín sà ṣé mo lè béèrè sà.
Ẹ gbọ́ àyè dáre.
Ìbéèrè tí mo fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín ni pé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń gbọ́ lórí ti ìyẹn onítìrí pẹ̀lú declaration kò yá wa pé gbogbo bá ṣe ń sọ dáńsọ lọ́tún òye wa ṣé ẹni ẹ̀ láti lórí ẹ pé kò sí lọ́jọ́ ni àbí àti débi tá à ń lọ.
Ṣé wo program tá a ṣe lánàá dáre?
Program tẹ̀ ṣe lánàá ìyẹn ní ọ̀sán máa wọ̀ yẹn ta.
Èyí tí mo ṣe ní alẹ́.
Lálẹ́ mi ò wò sà.
Á bẹ́tà kẹ lọ wò.
Okay.
Tẹ̀bá ní time kẹ̀dá mo mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin ò sí Nàìjíríà so mo mọ̀ bí internet ṣe rí lọ́dọ̀ tí yín. Cote d'Ivoire alright daddy tẹ̀bá ní time analysis mo ti ṣe dáadáa so kẹ lọ gbọ́.
Okay.
Alright sir.
Ẹ ṣe gan-an.
Alright.
No going back home.
And we have a lot of Yoruba people in Cote d'Ivoire. Plus 44 74 044 05917. One thing is just to buttress kó má dúró kà pé mo fẹnu sí ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yẹn. And this is just again a lesson as we are preparing ourselves officially to get the hell out of the whole system. If we do not have quote and unquote, if we are saying that we are coming out of Nigeria, let us remember that the role Temin play in the last 3 years is from the media perspective, feeding us with things that we are being told by all the groups, or in Temin náà local, àbí ń tarí ta fi ń ṣe program. But tá bá ti sọ pé àwa ti fẹ́ dúró tán, a gbọ́dọ̀ ní 1 person or 3 person or 5 person. Maybe you can agree with me on this. Tó máa jẹ́ another engine room tó máa feed àwa so that a lè máa fún ní answers and questions nǹkan tẹ́ ń béèrè. And this is going to a declaration that was made on Monday. By now, we should have at least 1 person tó gbọ́dọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jáde láti máa sọ̀rọ̀. Bí a lọ sí not literally unitary, but we must have somebody. I hope I'm clear with what I'm saying. Not literally her, but they must have at least 3 people tó máa jáde tó máa lọ sí platforms àfi wá sọ̀rọ̀ lórí declaration yẹn àfi wá sọ̀rọ̀ kò ń ṣe pé nísìn àwọn èèyàn wá ń pe Koiki nísìn Koiki wá ṣàlàyé fún wa kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí declaration. And if I, just as somebody was asking me yesterday, tí mo fi bínú pé what is my own view kíni kan mo tẹ̀wọ̀n báwo lẹ́ni ẹ̀tẹ̀ ṣe bèrè lánàá. Because now that we have declared, we must now have somebody. Kò ń ṣe Koiki ló máa wá ṣe yẹn. There must be somebody quickly, and that means that we are now about to run a government, and that is how government is run. You don't run a government and say àti gba Yorùbá nation, and then there's nobody to come and feed us, because people need to be fed, so that kò ní sí different contradiction of things apart from the unity that we are saying that is not there. But there must still be somebody talking continuously about it, but not with somebody that is not fed properly around the declaration. Okay, we have declared. But I don't know anything up to what is going to happen next. So kí lẹ fẹ́ kí mi wá sọ fún yín àfi tí máa wá parọ́ ní bíbá. Èmi tí mo jẹ́ media tí gbogbo èèyàn ń gbọ́ Yorùbá nation lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ tí mo dẹ̀ wà well fed, I will look stupid. Because you must feed the media so that they can feed the audience. And I hope this, and this is not even about that or declare. That goes to a lot of other things. If not, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé wò mí náà lè ní ọmọ máa wò yín báyìí. Ìkọ̀ gbogbo yín béèrè ìbéèrè ní sí àbí. Ta ni kó answer ìbéèrè tẹ́ ń béèrè? Koiki wọ́n lè answer now, but am I being fed for me to come and answer it? Is the question. Have I been fed? Ṣé mo ti jẹun sínú kí n tó lè wọ́n ní oúnjẹ tinú àbí báwo lè ṣe máa ń sọ ló máa jẹ́ kí tìta jáde. Let's take the next call. Ní time púpọ̀ tẹ́ bá ti ń ṣì chuku ni o, because like I said, for about 9:30 I want to end the program. Hello, straight to the point, and that's all I want to hear from us. And I don't want us to divert away from my conversation this morning. It's as simple as that. Ẹ má gbé mi kúrò lórí conversation mi. Ibi tí mo fi lọ láàárọ̀ àti sọ mò ń gbọ́ yín.
One thing I like about you is the objectivity. You are always objective. And I was so happy when I was watching your program yesterday, when you are analyzing that issue. I was just so happy. Number one, o ti máa ń sọ yìí pé o lè sì fi ní ìjọba pé o ti máa ń sọ yìí pé láti bàbá mi ti mọ̀ ẹ́. Wọ́n lè mi ọkọ̀ mọ̀ ojú tó mo fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ kiri. Pé èmi kan máa gbọ́ nípa Yorùbá, ọ̀gbẹ́ni mo jọ́kọ̀ gbọ́, and that was 2020. Around March, ní ìgbàgbé. Ó máa ń sọ yìí pé Yorùbá nation is a big elephant that would be seen from different angles. And you have never changed that statement right from that time. I expected to be full your science today. I want to be angry.
It's as simple as that.
Still, you display a maturity which I greatly respect you. So, and the level to Somaro
network money. You call it network money. You give him a few seconds. if he comes back. All right, so that he doesn't, maybe he can try again. Kini video gere yẹn tán share káàkiri yẹn, it's not a new video. I think it was last year. The number is +44 74 044 05917. Kí la wá rí tana fẹ́ lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni okun inú la fi ń gbé títà ẹ ṣé gan ni Mayor Special Oyenuga, thank you so much sir. Kí la wá ń rí ta fi ń sọ pé a fẹ́ ṣe Nàìjíríà mọ́, a fẹ́ 2023, but kí làwọn tó ń rí 2023 ń rí táwọn ò rí tó yàtọ̀. Because everybody now is, everybody lójoojúmọ́ nísìn látijọ́ tẹ́ná tí declare, they are sitting down and waiting for what next, what next. Just as bẹ́ẹ̀mi ṣe ń jáde prior to the declaration tí wọ́n ní a máa ṣe super rally, and I have been consistent on that without changing it. Even in the midst of everybody was saying kò lè possible àníṣe, but if there has now been a declaration from what we are told, what next? What are the information that we need to start updating everybody? But what we are now saying is, oh, there's a contradiction, there's a this and that, and I'm sure you all know what I mean. We dealt with that for 4 hours. We need, and that's why people say, I need this machine, the media. But we also now need some key individuals. They don't even have to come to the media. They can do a video. If we come across that video, we will talk about it. They did a video of declaration. We talked about it on Monday. I have my record there. Ibi tí mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ Taiwan nìyẹn. Ibi tí mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ Somaliland nìyẹn. Tí mo link mọ́ ni pé kò ń ṣe dandan ni pé kí UN accept wa. But one thing now is, we got to be serious. Moving forward now quickly. We don't have to be perfect, but we got to be serious around this. So that àwọn tí wọ́n rí wa, tó ń gbọ́ wa, wọ́n lè take wa serious. Because we will just become a laughing stock among ourselves and among the international community. But like I said, my focus to this morning is not about declaration. It doesn't matter whether you want to talk about it. Emile so, but I don't want you to focus about it. Kila wari tabe filo táwọn tó rí ori. Let at least ori platform cannot release the declaration, which is our brother Jimmy Boy. Let Jimmy Boy comes out and update us if he knows more that I don't know. So why should I then be, pushed to the corner of what I don't have much information to tell you about? Apart from what declare and can disagree, and we are now talking and analyzing it. That's all I can say. Kilo Mashele next. How do you want me to know that? And I hope you all understand my point. Emma Bino in try it again. I'll pick up the call. Let's go to the next caller and let's be brief, please. Hello, caller. Caller. Hello. Lágbára ilé dùn máa rẹ̀.
Ojú rẹ̀ ní tiwa.
Àmì Ọlọ́run.
Bàbá ọkọ̀ ìpèkè ìṣàdúrà fún yẹn ni.
Ẹ ṣé gan-an sir, gbọ́n mi, thank you so much.
Ọlọ́run ọba tó ṣí ọjọ́ òní tó ń tì ní ìdáwà yìí kò ní dojú tì yín láti bí yín.
Àmín, àmín.
Ẹ̀pọ̀ ètò.
Thank you so much. And my brother called yesterday 131 times lọ pè lánàá kó tó get through. So when people think that tàbá ní ẹlòmíà pé òun ti pè kò wọ́n wọlé, it's because especially yesterday was busy and I know a lot of people could not get through. Hello, caller.
The White Lion.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ sir.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sí
Ojú
ètò.
òkùnkùn ní tiẹ̀.
Kò ní tẹ́ bí ọdún.
Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run á dáàbò ẹ̀bù rẹ̀.
Àmín.
Àti ìwọ àwọn ọmọ ojú òní tiẹ̀ lórúkọ Jésù. Bó ṣe ń ṣe tó ń dá kò ní bàjẹ́ látọwọ́ ẹ̀ lórúkọ Jésù.
Ẹnu ọ̀nàrọ̀ púpọ̀ láti sọ bí ó ṣe pé question tó béèrè lọ́wọ́ wa pé kí la tàbí fẹ́ Yorùbá nation àbí tàbí fẹ́ Yorùbá nation kí ni àwọn tó tún wà níwájú tó rí tó ń fi fẹ́ 2023 Nàìjíríà ọ̀rọ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀ abẹ́ni tí kò bá lójú náà àbí ẹni tí ò bá wà nílùú mi ò ní mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ìgbòho ìbò aláwọ̀ funfun tó ń wá sílùú yìí wọ́n ti rí pé tìlú yìí ò bá pín ìyà yẹn máa kọ̀ntínú ní dọ́bù ni. Nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìlú Èkó yìí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí irú nǹkan tẹ bá ń lọ lọ́nà tẹ kọ̀ dídé rẹ́nìkan tó jáde tó ṣáyín mọ́lẹ̀ gbà tó ń ṣáyàn pa kò sẹ́nibọ̀dì ẹ̀kọ́ rí báwọn èèyàn kò sá ni wọ́n á fẹ́ nìyẹn sílẹ̀ mẹ́ kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan kan tó máa dìdí ẹ̀ yọ nítorí pé kí ni agbára ti wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó nílẹ̀ agbára. Sí ìtìtọ́ dẹ̀ ń gbà kó kò tí ì sí ẹnikẹ́ni àbí ìnàkíyàn tó lè lọ sórí síìtì yẹn tó máa sọ pé òun máa ṣe tàwọn tèèyàn òun tí ò bá ṣe tàwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ ó lọ ni. So therefore nǹkan tẹ̀ ń jà fún nǹkan tó máa jẹ́ kí a lè ní ẹnu ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́jọ́ iwájú ni. Nǹkan tó dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ kí àwọn láìfù àwọn ọmọ tá à ń bí àwọn tá à jí ìbí gan tí láìfù wọn máa fi bẹ́tà lọ́jọ́ iwájú ni. Mo láǹfààní láti travel to Denmark. Mo meet bàbá kan bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá àgbàlagbà ni. Bàbá yẹn sọ fún mi pé nígbà tí táwọn káwọn tó dá dúró bí eléyìí pé ìyà táwọn jẹ kò ń ṣe kékeré. Wọ́n ní pọ̀tì lénìí ó ní pé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì náà dá o bọ́ọ̀dì àwọn wà nínú ayọ̀ níbi pé tí àwọn bá rẹ́ni tó bá fojú rọ wọ́n sì lè pé kí ni problem ẹ̀ tó lè fojú rọ. bọ́ọ̀tì nílùú táwa wà wọ́n pè ní location 9 ìyà yẹn pọ̀ débi pé ẹni tó ṣiṣẹ́ ó wá dà láìsí epo kò sí good road kò sí iná kò sí. Wọ́n á tún gbé grace bill wá bá ẹnu ilé wọ́n á tún máa halẹ̀ mọ́ ẹ pé tó o bá san àwọn máa ṣe gbá àwọn máa ṣàwọn fọ̀ọ̀kìsì nílùú tó lọ́ba tó ń gbé. Adẹ̀ tó sì dúró síbẹ̀ ọ̀la ń sìn náà fẹ́ ṣe campaign. Ẹ máa rá àwọn ìyá yẹn kíbi ló dé mú àwọn ìyá yẹn jáde ẹ má jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ jù torí tí má wà pẹ̀lú inú mi máa ń dùn because ẹ máa analyse àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ fún náà orí èèyàn máa dìde it's God gift Ọlọ́run ló fi fún yín kò ń ṣèyàn àwọn kan mọ̀rọ̀ gbọ́ àwọn kan ò mọ̀ gbọ́ àtọ̀ àwọn kan wọ́n kò jókòó síbẹ̀ wọ́n kàn sọ ilé ìlú wọn torí gbogbo mídíà tẹ́ bá wo gbogbo àwọn oríṣiríṣi táwọn ẹlòmíín máa ń sọ jáde èyí tí wọ́n bá mọ̀ ṣe láti lè fi gba Yorùbá nation but kó máa pátá àwọn kan jẹ́ kó máa jẹ́ kí ni gbogbo kàtìkàtì ìjọba la fẹ́ kúrò nídìí ẹ̀ a ní ká move on ẹ̀rọ̀gbẹ́ nìkan di ṣe declaration kí ló tó fẹ́ ẹ̀bí Yorùbá nation ló fẹ́ gbà ẹ jẹ́ kó go ahead now tí ò bá ti bá ti tiwa jẹ́ tó bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ bá tiwa jẹ́ ò tiẹ̀ ní débẹ̀ kò tiẹ̀ ní ní abẹ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi yìí sọ̀rọ̀ tuntun lọ́lọ́run bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe ẹ kọ̀ntínú òkú Ọlọ́run àwa wà níbi tá a ti ń gbàdúrà fún yín lóòótọ́ mo ń ṣiṣẹ́ ọkọ̀ tí mo ń gbàdúrà fún yín every minute mo fi ń gbàdúrà torí kò sígbà tí máa wo program yìí tí mi ò kì í dùn mo máa ń farabalẹ̀ so ẹ jẹ́ ń fáwọn ẹlòmíì láyé.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n wa tí wọ́n pè mí tán like I said we only have 25 minutes. And I'm not going to be here all day. I don't want to discuss too much about all I've said yesterday. Tebatile stick to Cotton Boy family. So I'm going to have to call them from here because Mark won't load the other line here. It might disturb her. So let me call them from here. Let me take this call. And hello, caller. I'm going.
Yeah, everything. I'm not feeling me. More wisdom. I just want to tip in something. Once upon declare or not declare, the cargo limiting pay. Declaration should be just be one thing. What we need to focus on now is that how we can speak to our people back home. How we can now see how we can send message. But you must send a message, because one thing is declaration has been declared, like they say they declared. So this thing, what they been thinking is what we can do. We need to start sending a message. Maybe you start restricting our people to stop eating whatever, maybe stop buying madu or whatever. We should start sending a shot to them that yes, Yoruba people are ready to, we are ready to be on our own. We don't want to buy this thing from these people again. They are on Okada one, let's just start sending a message to them that these people, we are Yoruba people, we are ready to be alone. We don't want to have anything to do with these people. Let's start sending the message. That's just one thing. So let's just see one thing we can make that they big. That if you send a message to them, how normally come and feel it. They need to start begin to feel it that yes, these people are ready. They don't want to do anything with us. Okay. So that's what I want us to chip in.
Thank you so much. Láti Chicago. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn olólùfẹ́ platform wa níbikíbi tẹ́ ti ń gbọ́ wa. Studio number nìkan là ń play. And please let's stick again to the conversation. Kí la wá rí táwọn tó ń lọ 2023 òní is the question, because everybody keeps saying wọ́n kó ń lọ 2023 ni. So kí ló fẹ́ rí nínú 2023 táwa wá sọ pé a fẹ́ lọ or declaration. I've discussed on that yesterday. We can come back later when I come in the afternoon or late in the evening and discuss that. Don't take us away from the conversation. Hello, caller.
Hello, Abba.
Ètò nìyẹn.
Our family caller. Nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ sọ mi tiẹ̀ ní o tiẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ ọkọ lórí declaration mọ̀. Nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé ní ṣẹ́rọ̀ Yorùbá nation yìí bó ní kálukú wá ṣe understand ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. Because èmi tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ yìí Ọlọ́run fún mi láǹfààní mo ti láfíríkà ń bẹ̀ yẹn yàtọ̀ sí Yúróòpù bíbá èèyàn ti délùú káàkiri. Ṣé ráwọn ìlú kan wà ní Yúróòpù tá wà yìí bí irú èmi Norway ni Ọlọ́run fún mi láǹfààní mo ti dé Norway èdè wọn Norwegian ni wọ́n máa ń sọ. Sweden náà the same thing oníkálukú mo máa ń wọ́ndà yìí pé ní àwọn tá a tiẹ̀ tóbi ju àwọn ìlú yìí lọ gan-an bẹ́ẹ̀ dé Mortish the same thing ní mọ́tà àwọn tá a tóbi ju àwọn pípọ̀ yìí lọ gan-an kí ló dé táwọn kan ò lè dúró àsórílẹ̀-èdè gan kájẹ̀ máa kó má sí pé Ìgbò kan àbí Haúsá kan Fúlàní kan jágbajàgba kan wọ́n á wọ́ndà kó ní wọ́n bí fọ́ Yorùbá nation yìí gan kó tó di pé bóyá nǹkan ti láti kọ́ bí 2015 níbi tí máa ń ro gbogbo kìíní láti bí 2010 ohun tí máa ń wò pé ní torí ta ló ni mo kọ́kọ́ dé sí kó tó di pé mo láǹfààní láti travel lọ gbogbo àwọn ìlú yìí spain kankan kó tó wá di gbólúwẹ̀ wá jókòó kalẹ̀ sí Germany bíbá yìí. So mo máa ń wọ́ndà yìí pé ní kí ni nǹkan tó rí lè ṣẹlẹ̀ gan tó jẹ́ pé àwa gan as Yorùbá àbí population àwọn population mi wà nínú òyìnbó bí ẹ wo Luxembourg mélòó ni Luxembourg ẹ wo Libya bẹ̀yẹ mélòó ni wọ́n Libya Tunis bẹ̀yẹ àwọn Libya àti Tunis wọ́n dẹ̀ súnmọ́ra wọn Zuara tẹ́ bá dé Zuara ní tẹ́ bá ti dé Tripoli tẹ́ bá dé Zuara ẹ máa wo iná Tunis lọ́kàn báyìí iná Tunisia lọ́kàn báyìí mélòó ni population Tunis kí ló dé tí àwọn òṣèlú wa papọ̀ kọ́ máa jẹ́ orílẹ̀-èdè kan. Mo máa ń dàgbé nǹkan tó bá ti mú Tunis tí wọ́n pọ̀ tó bá ti mú Libya tí wọ́n pọ̀ tó dẹ̀ sún mọ́ra wọn ẹ bá wà Libya ẹ bá wà ní Zuara ẹ tó bá mọ Zuara dáadáa a lè bí wọn ọmọ máa rí náà Tunis lọ́kàn báyìí. Kí ló dé tí wọ́n ṣe kó ọba pọ̀ ṣe bá arábì kan náà ló ń sọ kí ló dé tí wọ́n ṣe kó ọba pọ̀ kọ́ máa gbọ́ orílẹ̀-èdè kan náà ká máa sọ pé àwa jẹ́ pé ní Yorùbá ni wá Yorùbá yàtọ̀ sí Ìgbò ni yàtọ̀ sí Haúsá Fúlàní gbogbo jágbàjàgbà ìjọba láti stop ẹ̀ kí Yorùbá lè sọ kó orílẹ̀-èdè wa wá kíákíá because gbogbo àwọn ọdún lẹ́gbàáyé ìgbóngbà àwọn ọdún tá a sọ ìwọ̀n tẹ̀ tó wá rárá population
wọ́n dẹ̀ níjọba wọn tó ń rán.
Ẹ̀yin ẹ wo Tunis yẹn mo fẹ́ kó ní kálukú wa náà ẹ wo Tunis àti Libya ẹ jẹ́ lọ ṣe fáìlìsì ẹ lọ ṣe wádìí ẹ máa mọ nǹkan tí mo sọ dáadáa so ẹ jọ gbogbo bàbá àti màmá àti gbogbo ẹ jọ tó lọ kí wọ́n kàn wá papọ̀ tí màmá ò bá fẹ́ ṣe ẹgbẹ́ fáìn ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo nǹkan tí màmá náà bá fẹ́ ṣe wọ́n sọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ tí bá.
I'm gonna let you go because time to lọ. Ati gbọ́ so much. Ẹ má bínú. Sonke, you see now they are waiting for MOA get next. Nobody knows the next move. Ta ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀? Is that your own imagination? Because there's a plan that is still ongoing. And yes, Nigeria is a big elephant. So if anybody is saying that nobody knows the plan is there will be a super rally. It was going to be super rally, then there will be what will happen within the super rally. Super rally, everybody knows. Àfi tá bá ń parọ́ fúnra wa gbogbo wa mọ̀ tó fi ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú super rally yẹn tá bá fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀. And are we running away from crisis? Pé wọ́n ń dóde èèyàn kan kó tó ṣe kankan yẹn, please, àyísọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ ń sọ yẹn. Àyísọ̀rọ̀, because there's always been the only thing that everybody dóde ni pé kí ló dé tó ṣe ń pẹ́ ṣó máa wáyé. Everybody mọ̀ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo wa, everybody mọ̀ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Everybody akàn tanra wa bígbà tó yẹ pa mọ̀. Everybody gbogbo wa la mọ̀ tó fi ṣẹlẹ̀. Olúkàlùkù wa ń tan rẹ̀ bígbà tá mọ̀ tó fi ṣẹlẹ̀. Màláfíà Ọ̀bádé àgàn sọ pé nǹkan máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ọdún yìí rẹ̀ ti parí. Ó dẹ̀ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́tún lọ́sì. So like I said, ọ̀rọ̀ declaration I'm not interested too much on that. They must come out and continue to feed us, and we can feed you. That's all I can say. I am not going to be sitting here when I don't have any information to give you. But lórí ibi tí à ń rìn lọ tẹ́lẹ̀, I have as much information because I know there will be super rally. Ẹ lọ tidy up àdúgbò yín ní state to state, ní local level to local level, because bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ tàbá ti jáde. The question tá ń béèrè, because listen, question tá ń béèrè tábà ti lè stick to that question. Mò ń bẹ̀ òyà wa, question tí mò ń béèrè ó yàtọ̀ sí tí mo béèrè lánàá. Ẹ má mix the program together. Kí ló dé táwa náà fẹ́ Yorùbá nation táwọn tó náà fẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ declaration kan là ń sọ nísìn. I'm not talking about declaration. 4 hours mo fi jókòó lórí bíbá ìta fi ń discuss yẹn. So if you cannot answer that, then you don't have to call. It's as simple as that. À ń bọ̀ yín yà wá.
Ẹ kú ètò sá.
Ètò nìyẹn.
Nǹkan tí fẹ́ Yorùbá nation ní 2023 ni pé ṣẹ́ríyà tó ń jà wá mọ́ Yorùbá ní ìlú tí wọ́n ń pè ní Nàìjíríà yìí ó ti pọ̀ jù sá. Ṣẹ́rí ohun tó kọjú sẹ́nìkan ẹ̀yìn ló kọ sẹ́lòmíì. Ẹni tó bá ní ìfúnmọ́ àwọn èèyàn á mọ̀ wípé àwọn ìran Yorùbá wọ́n ń jẹ bàbá aláìyá ìyá gidi. Ìkíní ìjà ìrímu wọ́n ti kọ́kọ́ fi gba ayé àwa Yorùbá jẹ́. Àìríjẹ àìrímu. Ẹni tàbí yìí tó kúrò ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà mo súnmọ́ àwọn olóṣèlú dáadáa tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ káwọn tó wà ní ipò ńlá nílùú Èkó yẹn. Ṣẹ́rí ìbò káàdì yẹn gbàgbà kì í dìbò àwọn wọ́n ń ríǹgì ìbò níbẹ̀ ni. Òótọ́ ni mò ń sọ lẹ́nu yìí wọ́n máa ń ríǹgì ìbò níbẹ̀ ni mo súnmọ́ wọn dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn ńláńlá.
Ẹ má go into too much detail. Wọ́n máa
ń ríǹgì ìbò ni ó ti ní bí wọ́n ṣe máa ṣe kí ìdìbò tó dé wọ́n ti gba kíní voters card wọ́n ti register wọ́n ti kọ́ àwọn ọ̀pọ̀ wọ́n ti sanwó fáwọn èèyàn jẹ́ ká kò lónìí. Ẹ tún bá wo èmi àwọn ọlọ́pàá ẹ wo ọ̀nà tó fi ìyà jẹ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Tí wọ́n bá mú Haúsá tó máa ti òkè kò dìgbà tó máa sọ pé kán mú owó incident kan ṣẹlẹ̀ sí èèyàn mi kan níbi láti fi 2 weeks wọ́n ti ń pè mí ní Nàìjíríà pé àwọn ènìyàn lọ pàtí wọ́n kò pàtí wọ́n á ní kọ́lọ́ọ̀dì tó tẹ wọ́n wá jókòó níta nínú hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì yẹn wọ́n ń ṣe fàájì lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọlọ́pàá dé wọ́n kó. Wọ́n sọ fún yín pé nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dé wọ́n ti ná owó more than 1 million naira torí pé wọ́n kàn mú àwọn èèyàn òkè kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́lé wọn ẹ̀ bá ẹni tì í bẹ̀. Nígbà tọ́rọ̀ yẹn dójú ẹ̀ ní ìjẹta nínú ara àwọn olóṣèlú yẹn ni mo ní láti pe ìkan nínú wọn tó jẹ́ àwọn èèyàn ńlá ní Lagos State pé nǹkan bá ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ní station bàbá kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Àwọn yẹn ní òkè ṣé wọ́n ti lọ́lé wọn tí wọ́n ti ṣáà kò sí nǹkan kan mo ní kò sí nǹkan kan láì ṣe wá pé bọ́tí wọ́n ti wá gba owó ní ìjẹta yà àwọn tó tẹ̀síwá kan pé another 800,000 ìgbà táwọn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dá lẹ́ṣẹ̀ release wọn ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ èèyàn wọn jáde wọ́n wà lóde ẹlẹ́ẹ̀rẹ́dì ẹ̀dẹ̀ fún àwọn èèyàn ẹ̀dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fún wọn jẹun ẹ̀dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dààmú fún àwọn èèyàn owó tí ò ní ìdí àwọn ọlọ́pàá ń gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn wa. Ìran Yorùbá ń jìyà àwọn ọmọ aládé wọn wá di ẹrú ní orílẹ̀ ní ilẹ̀ bàbá wa. Àwọn èèyàn wá ń jìyà àwọn tó tó ìyẹlẹ rí àìmọye àwọn ẹlòmíì tí wọn kò sọ́dọ̀ fẹ́ pé ebi ti fẹ́ lu àwọn àti ẹ̀wọ̀n wọn pa. So ìyà yẹn ẹni tí ò bá dẹ̀ mọ èèyàn ní Nàìjíríà yẹn bàbá wa Yorùbá kò kò lè ṣayé o.
but àwọn tó wá náà fẹ́ 2020 àwọn tó náà fẹ́ 2023 mọ́mì wa kí làwọn yẹn ń rí because kò ń ṣe gbogbo ní ló wà.
ẹjẹ sọ kọkọ ara nǹkan àwọn tó ń jẹ nídìí kìíní yẹn ni onímọ̀ ìsọfún pé bí òṣèlú ṣe ń bọ̀ yìí sí irúgbà tẹ́bi wà Nàìjíríà gbàtẹ́bi náà débi báyìí níwọ̀n ẹni tó kúrò ní Nàìjíríà ni mo ti ń wò ìlú yìí kò ń ṣe ìlú tí ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ máa tẹ̀lé ṣe rí tí ìdìbò bá ti ń bọ̀ àwọn kan wà tẹ́lẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti ń jẹ nìyẹn o owó ńláńlá yẹn wọ́n á máa ń gbé ká wọn mọ́lé ni débi ráìsì débi gbogbo nǹkan tó máa jẹ gbogbo wọn máa ẹ mọ̀ pé slọ́ọ̀tì tó máa ń jáde lọ́dọ̀ àwọn olóṣèlú tó bá máa gbàyàn sí lásán ẹ mọ̀ pé slọ́ọ̀tì lórí tó máa fáwọn olóṣèlú yẹn àwọn èèyàn wọn lọ́ máa fún un wọ́n ní sọ pé mo súnmọ́ wọn dáadáa láwọn èèyàn ó wà lókè ní Lagos State ó súnmọ́ wọn dáadáa wọ́n fún wọn ní tó máa pè wá pé kìí ṣẹlẹ̀ ní tó fẹ́ ṣe tíṣà ẹlẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ṣe lásán ẹlẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ilé
okay slot okay
so àwọn tó ń jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ àwọn náà ò ní fẹ́ wọn ò ní fẹ́ kí.
àwọn tó bá dẹ̀ ṣerú iṣẹ́ wọn máa ń guarantee pé at least iṣẹ́ yẹn máa wà sustainable than káwọn lọ máa wá private job.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni náà ẹ mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ ìjọba ni.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
so gbogbo àwọn tó ń jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ wọn ò fẹ́ kúrò kí àwọn tàdé ń sọ yìí àwọn ọmọ wọn tó máa lọ sí school kọ́ tó kúrò ní school wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé kò lè ṣọ́mọ tó ń fún ní slot lọ́mọ wọn fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ tó máa jáde school ni wọ́n ní ríṣẹ́ tẹ́tẹ́ wọn kó slot fún wọn wọ́n lè ṣe máa ń fún wọn ní every 3 months ló ń fún ní slot tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n fún wọn ní ti teacher wọ́n fún wọn lọ́lọ́pàá wọ́n fún wọn nígbà wọ́n lè ṣe máa fún wọn nìyẹn.
àwa lórí program bàbá mi wà lórí live program.
so bí kìíní yẹn ṣe ń lọ nìyẹn.
mo wà lórí live program nọ́mbà ìdẹ́kọ̀lẹ́ máa pè màá send nọ́mbà tẹ máa pè sí.
wọn gbàdúrà ká pín so àfi ká pín òun ní gbogbo wa fi lè wà equal.
Equal. I love that word equal. Equal.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Okay.
òun ní gbogbo wa fi lè wà equal ṣùgbọ́n pé ká má pín yẹ ẹ̀wọ̀ ìyá jẹ yóò bá máa jẹ yẹ tó pọ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ ìyá jẹ ṣé sí ọ̀tá wa lára àfikà lọ
ẹ ṣé gan ni ìyá mi thank you so much. Kí ni ìdí táwa ní a fẹ́ lọ tí àwọn tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń sọ pé àwa ò nígbà 2023 yẹn ibẹ̀ la máa takú sí. Hello caller.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning. Ẹ káàárọ̀ ìyá wa. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Yes, sir. Question yìí, ẹni àwọn tó fẹ́ ṣe 2022 kí ló rí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Àwọn tó fẹ́ ṣe 2023 kí ni wọ́n rí? To me, ṣe rí àwọn tó ń wo 2023 yẹn, I'm sorry to say o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
It's like wọ́n wà selfish and self-centered.
Okay.
Because wọ́n ro ti gbogbo ilé.
Okay.
Tí wọ́n bá ro ti gbogbo ilé kan wo ìyà tó ń jẹ, we need to take a bold step. Without taking a bold step,
I love that word. Bold step.
We need that step. Without taking that bold step, níbi kankan lọ. You said something earlier. You said, "Oh, yẹ kán ti gbé mi ẹnìkan jáde tó máa fún wa ní information."
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
At this time of the moment, we are not united. Majority of the segments are divided. Even if there is a memo out to tell us what to do next, èèyàn mélòó ló fẹ́ tẹ́tí sílẹ̀ láti gbọ́? Some people are just wọ́n wà láti destroy this movement completely. Tí n bá jókòó gbà mí mo lè lajú dò kí n máa wo comment àwọn èèyàn kan. Ẹ máa bẹ pé sọ́dọ̀ ló dá àwọn èèyàn yìí. Mr. Koiki, my brother, you need to go to some platform. Jesus. Tí ẹ bá wo nǹkan derogatory comments. Tí ò ṣe gbé síta fún ọmọlúwàbí. A lè pera wa ní learned, a pera wa ní olóye èèyàn. Ní gbogbo attitude àti profess láti bí ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì yìí àti láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ gan. Èmi ò rí nǹkan tó learned nínú brain wa. It's just like a minority have the brain. Majority of the people commenting have a dumb skull. I'm sorry to use that statement. Mo sorry gan láti lo statement yẹn. Kọ́ má bínú ẹni tó bá bá wí. But I need, because tí wọ́n bá gbé comment, wọ́n bá gbé next step jáde nísìnyí. Àwọn kan á ní kọ́ má gbé wá sórí platform àwọn. This platform is not for onídìrí. This platform is not for rubbish. This platform is only for òmìnira 2022. Àwọn tí ì ní plan. Kí la wá fẹ́ ṣe? Ìwọ náà fẹ́ gbé tó bá dẹ̀ tún gbé lọ sórí platform your own platform ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation àbí ẹnìkan tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ wá ní àwọn tó sọ̀tọ̀ tó wà ní sáìdì wọn nìkan náà gbé lọ sí.
And the platform should have been as neutral as possible, and we would not have got to where we are right now.
Exactly. But kò no neutral platform. Àwọn kan wọ́n ti segregate ara wọn away from our dream.
Okay.
And I'm in between the youth and the adult, but I bet the youth, they should take they should take the whole thing into their hands, a bold step to know what is next. Àwọn àgbà yìí tó bá dójú ẹ̀ tó àwọn tó rí boldness àwọn youth, wọ́n mọ̀ pé we are serious with what we are doing. Because the people, I'm sorry to use these people, the lot of people are jokers. They are extremely jokers. Wọ́n ti ẹ̀rí bí lọ́n ti wọn. Ṣẹ́rí àìjà tó ń jà pé bàbá làwọn support yẹn is a bloody lie. Extremely irọ́. My dear brother, go to their platform in the middle of the night. Táwọn ará Amẹ́ríkà yẹn bá jì. Kẹwàá wo bullshit tó jáde ń bẹ̀ ẹ́ máa bẹ̀ pé ṣé èèyàn ló dáhùn ẹ̀ play. Aṣọ òhìn ìtara wa débi pé afẹ́ lè para wa. Àwa ara wa tún nìyẹn àwa Yorùbá síra wa. Tí ẹ bá gbọ́ kọ́mẹ̀ntì abiyamọ mi lórí platform yẹn, ẹ̀rọ abáyé pé ṣé ẹni ìbí wọn ṣá. Kọ́lọ̀ ṣàánú wa. But without that bold step and without neutral
ground.
A neutral ground, Ọlọ́run á ràn wá lọ́wọ́, Olúwa á dẹ̀ fún wa ṣe. But 2022 yìí ni lágbára Jésù kò ní yẹ.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni ìyá wa, thank you so much. Ẹ má bínú, ọ̀jẹ̀ ká gbádùn. Ẹ ṣé ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Paul Ọládùnjọ yẹn ní ẹ̀kọ́ ètò wa ni, can we ask Baba when he's declaring if they don't agree with Iya Onitiri? I'm not gonna be here, like I said, 9:30. I have other plans to do, but I just have to come out because by not coming out now more, people minds are like, what next? What next in the sense that there's a lot of things out there. My job is to just come and educate ourselves, prepare us for the eventualities of whatever is going to happen. And not láti US and wrong number lẹ́ ń pè ẹ kàn disturb wa ni, so ẹ má bínú àní lè gbà kọ́ ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan mọ́ ọ̀hún pé púpọ̀ yín fẹ́ pè but àgbà kọ́ ọ̀nà ẹ má bínú, that's how far we can go today. And tó ń pè láti US, you have actually disturbed us so much, but maybe well, let me take the call itself. Hello. Ṣé first time caller ní lórí KOIKIMEDIA ni?
First time caller ní kọ́ nílé ọmọ tí ń pè yàn.
But number ten ẹ go ahead, but number ìkọ́ni number tá a máa ń gbà sórí studio, but ẹ go ahead, ẹ ti wọlé.
Mo sorry gan, okay, yeah.
Ẹ go ahead sir, ẹ go ahead.
Ṣẹ́rí àwọn tí wọ́n ròyìn pé ó kàn àwọn ni wọ́n fẹ́ ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ṣẹ́rí wọ́n ní àwọn tí ẹni tó bá ń yédè kò kì í jẹ́ ọkàn kó mú kó dákẹ́ lọ kó dáwọ́ dúró.
Okay.
Ṣé education system wa tí àwọn èèyàn strike for
8 months.
Lecturers strike
8 months.
8 months. Ṣé yẹn la fẹ́ rò ní àbí insecurity? Àbí ká àwa tá a wà lókè òkun a lè wá sílé? Ṣé tó nǹkan báyẹn la fẹ́ rò? So gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n rò tí wọ́n rò pé kò yẹ ká lọ. Ẹni pé wọ́n rí jẹ nínú màdàrú ni, tí wọn ò bá rí jẹ nínú màdàrú ni ó yẹ kó kà wọ́n náà. So nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni
but a ní àwọn tó pọ̀ tó ń tẹ̀lé wọn yàtọ̀ sáwọn jìngólò, àwọn olè tó jẹ́ àwọn ọ̀gá wọn, but àwọn ọ̀dọ́ tó tẹ̀lé wọn, àwọn àgbàlagbà tó tẹ̀lé wọn, kí la máa rí sọ́sáwọn rà àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Ṣé rí wọ́n ti fún àwọn tó tẹ̀lé wọn, wọ́n ti fún wọn ní májèlé jẹ. So ṣé rí gbogbo nǹkan táwọn olóṣèlú ń fún wọn kò kí n ṣe ojú lásán náà fi ń fún wọn ní nǹkan yẹn. So wọ́n ti ṣe nǹkan sínú nǹkan tó ń fún wọn jẹ, ìdí tó pọ̀lọpọ̀ fi tẹ̀lé wọn. Àwọn míì bẹ tó pé ẹjọ́ tán bá ti rí tán bá ti jẹ nǹkan yẹn báyìí, tán bá ní kán lọ pa ọ̀pọ̀ bí wọn àwọn ò lọ pa wà.
Iye wọn máa ṣe.
So wọ́n á ṣe nǹkan tó ń fún wọn jẹ ni. Ọ̀tọ́jú wọn ó là ń gbò bá yá lábá ti orílẹ̀-èdè wa lágbára lọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàdí wa, thank you so much. I send number studio sí so that ẹ lè save yẹn for next time. Ẹ ṣé gan ni sir. And we love all our uncles. It's not easy, mo ti jẹ́ nǹkan lẹ̀ ní US because people are like, hey, in tó ń lọ yìí àwọn fi catch up and they don't want to be left behind. And that was why people were saying we needed a radio to communicate and send message out quickly so that àwọn èèyàn ní láti jókòó pé nígbà tí gbogbo àwa media bá wà on air lè máa tó lè gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń lọ. With the radio we can have slot of people talking at different time and whatever, and they will be 24 hours. I would have loved to have it run 24 hours, but could láti jẹ́ mi nìkan. So maybe what I'm going to be doing now from our platform is, and don't be like to time back home anyway. So any other conversation I will be after the call because 9:30 and it's exactly 9:30 now, and you have actually also disturbed us, and you are not a new person here because most save number is either you are not aware that I'm live. So Kakuku discard. So I'll just leave that now, and then we'll end the program. Mokiboguale can say we've done a bit of time. When I look at how we've done this morning, it's 2 hours. The content is what matters. How you take it is a different thing. What I expect now is, as the prep of different things is out there, people were expecting. The expectation is somebody like, Koiki will celebrate the declaration in Kilo Shell and all that. I am a me there. I have said last year, elephant can be killed from different angles. But one thing, my expectation now is, we got to be fed. Okay, if we have declared, so what is going to be, because anytime what next? I don't have that information, and that means I cannot give you anything that I don't have. It's as simple as that. Okay, if that has been the case, that's fine. My own is the super rally will be announced. Go and prepare yourself, prepare your loved ones, prepare your state. Don't come to me directly. Go to people in your state, right? Mr. Shegun also said, which is the CCSI sitting in between MOA and Professor Akinto in a televised format announcing the mega rally and declaration. That will be a major boost to the Yoruba nation and indigenous people worldwide. And thank you for the super chat for that as well. So our mission is to continue to discuss it, whether people agree, because a statement have debunked that declaration and people are not happy with that. And they will have their own reason for that, and other will have the reason. So we are now in between, but as a stakeholder, and as you as a stakeholder, everybody still wants to know what is going on. It's as simple as that. Whether it's bad, whether it's good, somebody said, I don't believe in this struggle as things are going on till the leaders are united and saw their differences. That's coming from Moses as well. Just Reason also agree with Mr. Shegun that there should be 3 of them coming out on a televised broadcast and then putting out the mega rally and a declaration. That is coming from somebody on the YouTube there. Abiodun says the only stuff that can push the everything is just to be focused and prepared for the mega rally. I've used the word focus in my last 3 years, of running this platform and educating us. I have not lost my focus. Don't lose yours in the midst of everything. It might look like it's not going to happen, but if you look in that direction and it happened, you can be very, very bitter. If we have all stick with this for 3 years, and last now coming towards the end, in the midst of what I see now is chaos. And I have said it's not a perfect movement, because Nigeria itself is not perfect. And we are not a country yet until, we pull all our resources out of Nigeria, and then we can have the standard, the this and that. And that's all I can only advise us. Not to double. So, Bashima, I just want to end the broadcast to get breakfast. And that's one of the reasons why as well. And then just have a bit of fresh air before I go into Star Radio at 11 o'clock. I know some of you would like to talk to me after the broadcast. If you get through to me, fine. If you don't get through, you try again. Have a very good morning. I'll be back towards late evening because I'm trying now to push us to what I might ask one of our team. They call my daddy Laro, just like some talking, just to keep us going. I'll discuss with them so that they can come out and just talk, even if it's just for 1 hour. you know, and them mama jáde, I'll let them know so that we are not having trouble àtọ̀ sí pé bàbá lọ ń ṣe rally tó lọ ṣe yẹn. So mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí o, àníṣe lásán ká fọkàn balẹ̀, ó ṣe rí ó ṣe rí ni gbogbo ẹ̀ máa níyànjú. Èmi nígbàgbọ́, tí wọn náà nígbàgbọ́, is entirely up to every one of us. Orílẹ̀-èdè kàgbéga 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 ìgbàgbọ́ láti bẹ̀rù kàṣiṣẹ́ 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 ìṣọ̀kan nìkẹ́jẹ́ tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ire àtọ̀hún ọmọ òdìdí bọ̀ sí ipò ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògbó adúláwọ̀.